YouTube, Twitch, welcome back. It is some more Pokemon Unbound. Listen, I keep saying this, it can't get any worse than last time, right? Last time, or the last thing we were doing last time in the post game was, I was trying to knock out the quest line, and then there is none, or whatever it's called. Do I have it in my quest log thing? I think it's at the bottom. Yeah, and then there were none. To complete all the raid dens in a single day. To complete this, I had to unlock the raid dens I hadn't unlocked yet, which proved by my puzzle-solving excellences to be a bit more difficult than I expected. And actually, I thought I'd done them all. I was like, yes, we're going to finish it. Just at the end of the episode, we're going to finish it. Then suddenly I realized, like, oh, hang on a minute, I'm missing two. So that's going to be the first task for today. I'm going to get the two that I'm missing, one of which requires me to have some... what were they called? Light clays, I think they're called. So off camera, I farmed some light clays. I've got 26 of them to also replace the item light clay that was on one of my Pokemon. I actually stripped off a held Pokemon to burn it into my drill to get through a wall. But I needed another one to get through the wall on the underwater section. Then I have to do the Victory Road one as well, which I actually don't even know what it entails. Honestly, I could be more prepared as well, I will say, because I could have, like, studied the walkthrough. I haven't for this section. Either way, I'm pretty certain what I need to do for this part, which, again, this confused me. I thought there was only one raid den here. I didn't realize there was, like, a secret hidden one underneath the water. But I believe I have to break down this wall here. Oh, is that just it? I thought I had to fight something. Maybe I don't have to fight anything. Honestly, that is perfect if this is the case. Like always as well, YouTube, my fucking OBS has gone down for a second, so just give me a sec. Oh wait, hang on a minute, it might just instantly come back up again. I'd love it if it just instantly came back up again. I don't know why my internet does this. Just like, every so often, like once or twice a day, for like 1 second it just disconnects and like OBS has a heart attack. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, you crazy man? And then it just sorts itself out again. So I think it sorted itself out. At least it's reconnected this time. Normally it doesn't actually reconnect without me doing it. But yeah, I think we can carry on, actually. Anyway, I changed my team, by the way. I forgot to mention this. I've actually done Buzzswole now, as in, like, I've sorted his EVs out and all of that jazz. Spoilers, by the way, I've intentionally left this Pokemon speed low. Like, I've intentionally not bottle capped it up to a S in speed. Because actually, I want it the opposite. I want this thing to be as slow as possible. I'm going to try and use it in, like, Trick Room. And actually, I can get Trick Room now that I'm in the post-game, and I've got some battle points. So at some point during today as well, we should try and pick up the TM for Trick Room. Also, I've intentionally left the special attack low because it simply doesn't matter. This Pokemon is all about its swollenness, right? Anyway, we're fighting Wailord, right? I'll bring you have a grass-type move. I'll bring Redwood. Actually, I could bring Firestorm, who's also got a grass-type move, but we'll just pound you with Buzzswole. And I'll bring Cosmos for some experience. Actually, I should probably put a few rare candies on Cosmos right now. I was also going to think off camera, and I've not quite come to the conclusion yet what I want to do with that G-Max Powder, whatever it was called. Because there's only really, well, there are more than two Pokemon I can use, but there's two Pokemon that get Gigantamax moves that I'm kind of thinking of putting the powder on. One of them is Orbeetle, and Orbeetle gets, oh, what's it called now? It's like G-Max Gravitas, I think it's called, which does a lot of damage and also applies the effect of Gravity. Gravity grounds all flying-type Pokemon or any levitating Pokemon as well, so they're able to hit by ground-type moves. Also increases the accuracy of moves, but I can't really think of a way to abuse it with my only bug Pokemon. There are ways I can think of abusing it with not bug-only Pokemon, but, you know, sadly I've set a restriction to myself. That means I can't do that. The other one is Centiskorch, and Centiskorch gets an ability that does damage over time and locks the Pokemon in. I think I'm going for the Centiskorch one. I think it's called, like, Centinferno. I might go for Centiskorch just because, like, it's, again, I don't really have anything great to set it up with, but it's probably more annoying for my opponent to, like, lock something onto the board. You know, I just thought as well, this might be the wrong raid den. Hang on a sec. Well, can you leave me alone, please? Because isn't the raid den actually God damn it. Okay, I need to set up a a repel as well while I'm at this. Isn't the raid den over here? I was expecting a battle back there. Even trying to get cooked by the clock again. Yeah, this is the underwater raid den. So, where's my guy? Because I'm sure on the guide thing he said break through the wall, fight a guy, and then, you know, it'll open up the raid den. But I thought it was a Toxicroak I was meant to be fighting. No? Alright, let me pull the guide up. Immediately, I thought I knew I was doing for this one. Alright, Pokemon. Pokemon Unbound. Underwater raid den. Fortunately, I grabbed some more. I grabbed some more, what's his name? Light clay, so I could fuck up one time. Defeating Toxapex after clearing the post-game will make the slab disappear, but where is the Toxapex? Where are you? Man, so many of these guys just say, like, just do this, forehead. It's, like, really not useful. Okay, is this 32? Oh my god. So many things just say, just beat the Pokemon forehead. Where is it? And I don't want to, I just want to be told where it is. Defeating Toxapex. Oh my god, I'm actually losing my mind. I was so certain I just knew what to do with this one. Am I just gonna, like, run around blind? You know what? Hang on a sec. YouTube, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna pause a second while I just figure this out. Just give me a second. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. I think I know what the Toxapex is now, so we'll go defeat the Toxapex, and then I'll hopefully have the raid den open because of this. I didn't realize there was an area up here. I actually thought this went into the ruins again, but it goes under the ruins. So I think we're just following this around. I will say, that raid den I did before, I think it's actually fine. I think that'll count as the KGB Expressway one. I think it's in the same pool, so I still have to do that because I have to do all the raid dens, sadly. Alright, that is bad news bears. I've gone the wrong way, maybe. Although I say I've gone the wrong way, maybe. Hang on a second. Have I gone the wrong way? I mean, my thing is showing... Hang on a sec. I'm going to have to check the guide thing. My guide thing is saying it's here, but I don't see anything. Now, I should probably have read this a little bit more. You're right. I can defeat the Toxapex. What do you mean I can just defeat it? Oh my god. The guide makes me sad. And then this connects into the other one. Where is this Toxapex? Maybe I have to search in the grass here or something. Or maybe, hang on a sec, maybe I have to do something else. Let me just burn off this repel. Is it just in the grass? Are you the Toxapex? I bet, oh no, you're not even Toxapex. I'm just looking at the thing where it's like, the Toxapex is here. Suppose it is not. Maybe one of the things I need to do and I've not actually done yet, maybe I have to speak to my mother or something. Because my actual quest right now is to speak to my mum. And spoilers, I've not spoken to my mum. Is this the Toxapex I need to be? I'll kill the Toxapex if you want me to. I have no quarrels with killing a Toxapex in the wild for no reason. Is it open now? Hang on a sec. Where is Mother? Let me speak to Mother. Mother? Are you my mother? I can't remember. I think she is. Maybe she's not. Really? You've left a Pokemon on the table for me? Alright. Who mother? Protect residents. That's not my mother. Is this my mother? That's my mother. I've taken your mother into the depths of the Ruins of Void. Come along if you ever want to see her again. A. So I have to fight Aklov again. That's one of the quests. I was aware this existed. Actually, the Claydol thing I was doing last time, it turns out that is the area that my mother is at right now. Does this change the game plan for me now? Any stage or form? Is it now spawned, or do I have to kill Aklov as well to get this Toxapex to appear? You know what? Dynamax, Toxapex, Pokemon Unbound. Reddit will solve my problem. Okay, it says you have to save your mum first. Well, sorry, it doesn't say that. It says it was not there, but I've not saved my mum yet. And so it said it was there for me, but I saved my mum. So I'm gonna hazard a guess that I have to save my mum first. That is fine. I could try and save my mother. I probably need to change my Pokemon though for this, because I suspect the Aklov post-game battle ain't going to be easy. So another wrinkle has been added to the equation, I guess. Very cool. Oh my god, I also have to kill Claydol, right? Hang on a second. Let me just... God damn it. What? I told you, like, I said to Twitch, by the way, before this, the only thing I've got scheduled on for my Pokemon Unbound today is to do this, and then there was non-quest. Nothing else, no other fruity stuff. Just do this. Because I knew some other wrinkle would be added to the equation before I could actually do it. Okay, Claydol is Psychic Ground, right? So I need a team that can beat Psychic Ground. That is the dream. Having Steel types with Bug type moves is probably not a terrible idea, although your Bug type move is U-turn. What is your Bug type move? Nothing. Cool. And you don't have one either, right, Genesect? Well, you do have an Ice type move, so I think actually you're fine for the party. Probably don't bring you then. I could try befuddling the opposing Pokemons. Actually, let's try Befuddle, because at least you're, like, supportive if all else fails. I probably shouldn't bring a Fire type. Probably shouldn't bring a Poison type either. So yeah, Ice wouldn't be bad, but my Frostless is my only Ice type, which is not ideal. Who else do I bring here? I guess I can bring Pheromosa as well. I'm a bit concerned I'm bringing two Bug Fighting type Pokemon. Actually, I'm very concerned I'm bringing two Bug Fighting type Pokemon. Actually, I probably shouldn't bring Buzzwole either. I should bring Pheromosa, not Buzzwole. Yeah, that seems vaguely sensible for me. And who is the Heracross with... not King's Rock. Who's the one with Heracronosite? Is it you? I think I bring you. But again, I brought another Bug Fighting type to a Psychic party, which doesn't feel great. Wait, did this Claydol have anything that can hit Shedinja? Do we remember this? It's such a Kappa Pokemon to bring if it does have something that can hit this, but if it doesn't, and I remember it has a Psychic move, I think it had a normal move, and I think it had a ground move, but I don't remember if it had, like, fire or anything, or rock. Shedinja could actually just wall it, which would be phenomenally good. You know what? I'm going to bring Pinsir and not Heracross for my Mega Evolution. And I'm just going to pump some rare candies into you to get you up to an appropriate level. I have mini rare candies, so this is fine. And actually, I might just pump everyone up to 100. It will take my average level, which will be 100, but that's fine. Alright, cool. And then do we have items? We do not have items. You need a Focus Sash pronto, but although I was going to Gigantamax you, so it probably doesn't need it now. What do I give you instead then? If I'm not going to I mean, I'm going to push the same button, aren't I, when I play this thing? I never do this, but I'm going to organize by type, because I think it'll change battle items all to be next to one another, I hope. Please put it next to each other. Okay, I think it is doing that. Well, there are a lot of battle items in this game. We're not going to intimidate it. I don't need Air Balloon because I'm a flying type. Berry Juice doesn't feel great. We shouldn't miss too many moves. There's no point in learning the accuracy of a Pokemon in one of these battles because G-Max moves can't miss. I could choice it, but I don't feel like choicing is the correct choice either. That's definitely not the correct choice. That was like a counter to Dynamax. Expert Belt would be fine, I think, as like a short-term thing. Because I don't want you to have this long-term but. And then I think what I'm going to do is put the Focus Sash, where are you? On you instead. And then I guess I put a move as something on you. Maybe I just put a choice spec on you instead. Because I want to put Douse Drive on it, but I don't have Douse Drive, so. You can't do what you don't have. Spoilers. Alright. Let me change these side things again. So we'll have a Butterfree. I have to, oh my god, I'm going to have to get back to that person again, aren't I? Through the Claydol maze. And it's been like 2 days have passed since I went through the Claydol maze before, so I don't remember it anymore. So it's going to make me rage a little bit, but that's fine. It's fine. Calm Blue Ocean, okay? And all that jazz. Bringing Scizor. All for this, by the way, for this thing to actually have a Fire-type move that I've just completely forgotten about, and it just owns my team because I have no protection versus Fire-type. In fact, quite the opposite. Shedinja. And I forgot I brought Pinsir. Cool. Okay, Pinsir. I mean, it's relatively quick, Pinsir. And it can be immune to ground when it Mega Evolves. Butterfree, you want to get in the box a little bit better, please? There you go. Alright. Let us try this. So I do still need to do this, and then this. And then this. And then this. And then this. Sorry, the speed up button is the same button as... sorry, the actual, like, sprint button in the game is the same button as reservice, which is pretty unfortunate. Then put on a Max Repel, I guess. Even though it's going to cook me in the the other section. Actually, let me put that back to name as well. Alright. So this is where I resurface. Imagine if they turned the puzzle off. Because I got to the guy, right? Okay, it's not turned the puzzle off. It's fine, just... It's a patience exercise, and you know what? I've reset my patience levels, so we're fine now, right? Forgot you all the way up here, that's my bad. You know, I was thinking about this off camera, like why it feels so bad to move in this game, and it's because, like, once you start moving onto a tile, you can't flick back, like, it has to complete the action, which does mean you can, like, buffer inputs in theory, but please. But yeah, it just feels really awkward sometimes. Like, you just don't have to find movement that you would like. I'm going the wrong way. This is the guy you follow, right? Otherwise, the timing is awful. The timing is still awful. Alright. You know what? Just do what you were doing. Like, why is the timing so shit? There you go. So he can't see me in this corner. Even though he has clearly 360-degree vision. You do go around the corner. I have to be a bit careful of this. I forgot you existed. Is there another one? I can't... I think there's one more, right? And we need to go left here. And this is the guy I have to fight. Okay. We're going to save the game. We're going to create a save state. Surely I can beat this guy with this team. I'm going to try and befuddle him like he's never been befuddled before. Put a status on him so I have a few turns to hit him. Wait, I just realized something else. Don't I get... two Pokemon, right? It's a 2v1 battle. By the way, this is not the proper boss. This is just like the aperitif. Which, to be fair, when I look at it, it's like, that makes sense. This shouldn't be that hard. Although, are you getting an Omni Boost? No, it's just a special defense up, which is really good when I'm going to put a special move into you. Roll a good status here, please. You are going to do... You don't have a bug type move? Really? Am I stupid? Am I okay? Well, either way, we're going to do return then. We'll use flying type moves into you. It turned one, I just fuck up immediately. By the fact that I brought Pincer, I thought I had a bug move, but he doesn't. Alright, give me a status effect. Sleep. I've earned it. Body press. That's going to be resisted, right? Yeah. Holy moly, maybe it wasn't a mistake to bring Pincer. Forgot I have leftovers as well. Alright, we'll try and break you down through that. Honestly, I might want to rock slide here. Oh, it's not effective though. Fuck it, I'll just take the damage. I might want to go for flinch chances. So let's see how much return actually does do. Like, it's 120 base power flying type move, which is stab. Yes, that's okay damage. A status, please, on my befuddle. Nope. Alright, cool. Thanks. Does this kill me? Nope, not even close. Okay. Hey, it turns out this might be the perfect combination. The Kanto combo. Kind of. It's like the Kanto combo, but we've reinvented Kanto. It's like an open sandwich rather than a closed sandwich, which, by the way, was not the greatest reinvention of all times, but that's fine. It's still a reinvention of something that is glorious. Gigantamax, Butterfree, and Mega Pinsir. Okay, we get Paralysis. I will take Paralysis. That's a reasonable status. Are you going to clear it instantaneously? Oh yeah, of course it does. Cool. Cool. Love it. Look how fair the raid battles are. Anyway, I think we just need to get through this one more time when we've cracked it, basically. Huge crit. Did like 1 damage because of the armor. And Butterfree continues to be a menace. It's probably going down next cycle, but it's more than done its job, really. Might actually pick up the kill here. It might live. Because this is the last piece of armor gone, right? And this is super effective. Yeah, okay. How did I lose this last time? I didn't lose a Pokemon this time. Anyway, now that I've beaten to the aperitif, let me do some healing. Do I have a potion on me? I can't use a max potion for like 20 health. I do. Right. Now I don't want you to have this. I actually want you to have the Focus Ash. I do appreciate at this point, you know, oh, you're reusing items. I just don't care, right? I just don't care anymore. I could do some other fruity stuff anyway, but it's fine. It is what it is. And you know what? For everyone else, I'm pretty solid. Okay, I don't know if this is a single or double battle I've got coming up, so I'm going to lead with Sizzle so I can U-turn out of any issues. I will also actually bring Butterfree as my support Pokemon, and we're going to hopefully set up a situation where Shedinja can win the game. But as I said, I don't know what Akliv is going to bring, but I'm going to assume it's not going to be easy. I'm also going to assume that it's going to be cheating the game, like it's going to be max EVs. My hidden item, sir? My Pokeball, sir? Alright, well. Why did the police not arrest? Oh, please don't tell me I'm fighting with Jax. Jax, if I'm fighting with you, please be using your champion winning team. Please have Mega Rayquaza. Please do not lead with... what were you leading with, sorry? Toucannon. Please don't lead with Toucannon. How do we not arrest this nerd? I defeated him in battle, therefore I win. Oh my god, I'm fighting with Jax. Maybe the worst news imaginable. Okay, there's lines I can go with here. I'm going to lead with Prairie. I'm going to bring Scizor. And I'm going to bring Pheromosa. Which I now do appreciate is, you know, 3 Pokemon I'm using the same item twice. The game is forcing my hand, okay? Meloetta and Tapu Lele. So you're going to put up Misty Terrain, which is pretty unfortunate for my plans to do G-Max Befuddle, because it won't work. Also, that's better in the lighting, I think. Oh, sorry, it's Staraptor, not Toucannon. Sure, cool, thanks. Much better. Yeah, much better, thank you. Oh my god, my partner has cooked me again. Immediately. the instant cooking of a lifetime. Can you stop getting boosts, please? So, it got Omni Boost. Okay, they're both getting Omni Boost. It got Special Attack up twice, right? And I think it got a Speed up as well. That's pretty bad news, Bears, for turn 1. I'm going to say Staraptor's probably not doing anything this turn. Oh, and I'm not allowed to Gigantamax, even though, you know, why would I not be allowed to Gigantamax in what is debatably the most important battle of all time? Big bad man trying to reset the big bad organization? No, not allowed to Gigantamax. That's against the rules. That's unfair. Okay, well, I could Rage Powder to protect the Staraptor, but is it really worth protecting? I could also go for a Tailwind, which probably seems fairly reasonable. I can't put things to sleep because of the Misty Terrain. So I think we just Tailwind turn 1. God damn it. Alright, I'm going to need Wide Guard. I'm going to need the Araquanid with me. Do we both have Focus Ash? We're all turbo cheating, it turns out. Oh my god. Okay, well... I have to bring Araquanid. It's the only Pokemon I have with Wide Guard. Oh, I could have seen the other Pokemon there. Was it Matt? Wait, did you bring Machamp as well? Oh, Galurk. Cool, that's better. Very psychic, normal. I could U-turn, but like... Pheromosa is not a great swap in here. Let's put it that way. I think we're just Bullet Punch spamming. It's Psychic Terrain, not Misty Terrain. I'm so stupid. You know what? We'll give it one of these. We'll reset that. That's my bad. I forgot what terrain it was. So I can actually... I can actually put things to sleep and stuff. Okay. But I'm not quicker is the problem. But that it's only for Butterfree. Butterfree's not that quick. What about you, though? You're 441 base speed, which seems pretty good. I guess we're going to bring Genesect this time, fully enough. As well. Pretty fast as well. And what moves do you have, sorry? You do have U-turn. Okay, hang on a minute. We can make this work. So I think I lead with you, because I just want to check if this Pokemon's not quicker, there's no Pokemon I've got that is quicker. It's not quite true, but I've not set up my Ninjask yet. Ninjask, I think, has got a faster base speed than Pheromosa, but it's a Ninjask at the end of the day. We're also praying for no Fire-type Pokemon from your 6 Pokemon here. I'm just going to speed through the opening, because, you know, it's pain. But I think you were the Misty Terrain setter as well. That's the water one, right, that says a Misty Terrain. Nope, I'm still slower. But am I quicker than Tapu Lele? If I'm faster than Tapu Lele, this might still work. We both do a little cheat. No, I'm actually still slower. So I... fuck's sake. This... I have to bring Wide Guard Pokemon, right? It's the only answer to this. Please tell me everything else is gone, right? There's no more Claydol here. Oh my god, there's actually a god. He's not kind and merciless, but he exists. Go get Araquanid. It still feels really bad because I'm now using Staraptor basically to try and, like, win the game. Probably you that I want, right? Nope, you don't have Wide Guard. Is it you that I want? It is, but at the same time, you've got the wrong ability. Where's my other one? I'm sure I've got another one with Wide Guard that has got the better ability. Is it one of you guys? One of the 6 Pokemon I've got here? You've also got Water Absorb with Wide Guard. It's Rainforest I wanted. Why are you in the oldies? You're actually fine. You're a reasonable Pokemon, in fact. Okay, we'll bring you... There's... Actually, we could try Shedinja as well. Which would be an interesting strat. I think we're not bringing Scizor anymore, purely because I can't really deal with the... I can't deal with the Psychic Terrain. Rain, Leech. A Leech would be pretty good. But we're going to use Wide Guard, right? The alternate line here is I could also try and do screens instead. Would I live through that turn if it was light screen instead? I guess it depends on the light screener. And it depends what's in the back. It could also just be right to lead with Genesect and just hope Genesect picks up the kills. I'm only thinking because I can use these guys who have Prankster, and they can set up screens. I think they can set up light screen as well, right? Right? Can you guys learn light screen? I don't remember, actually. Encore as well. Just look at the Volbeat a second. Where's my light screen? So it can learn light screen. So it could set up screens for me. What about if I do light screen? What if I actually just keep this light screen, Thunder Wave, U-turn, Swagger? I get rid of Reflect. And lead with it. Do I think I live through the turn then? I guess we'll find out. The question is the battle item. I probably put a Citrus Berry on you, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. So I might not be bringing Rainforest. Although I say I'm not bringing Rainforest, there's still a pretty good chance I am bringing Rainforest. For Wide Guard reasons. Let me bring both of them just because, like, you know, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here. And what if I give you leftovers? How can I say? Give leftovers to this guy. I don't need Rain Dance. We'll take Protect. Do I take Protect actually? No, I probably don't. I take... Wait, hang on a sec. Let me have a test. I probably want to put Toxic on you so you have some other way to win the game. But you're probably pushing the Wide Guard button every turn anyway. I mean, we're never pushing Rain Dance right now, so let's not worry about Rain Dance for a second. Also, I can reteach you Rain Dance. We'll go with something like this. I said the worst thing about this though is it's a pain to run up to this thing. Oh my god, I'm going the wrong way already. So I have to go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Then don't push the run button. Then go this way. The only blessing is I don't have to do the clay doll stuff anymore, which actually would have been a nightmare. Whoop, I'm right. Okay, save the game. Overwrite the save state. So I think the plan here, as a first port of call, I think we test one or the other. I want to test this one first, because I think if I wide guard, they'll both not use spread moves, which will be really fucking annoying, but that's typically what the game does. I'll bring Genesect with me, and I guess I'll bring Pheromosa, but there's some more testing right now. I'd like to see beyond the first two Pokemon, if you would be so kind. Actually, maybe we should put Light Clay on this thing. We'll see what the damage roll is. I think it might still die through Light Screen with 2 attacks, since they're so giga busted right now. It's too many boosts, man. Too many boosts. Okay, so we Light Screen immediately. And it's Pryke's the Light Screen, so we get it off first. This is just Grimmsnarl, right? It's the Pokemon Grimmsnarl. It's just with a recolor. Oh my god, it doesn't take one of them. Straptor also doesn't take one, so Light Screen is actually pointless there. It legitimately doesn't move the needle at all. That is also extremely alarming that it's got a Thunderbolt on it, because Araquanid, which is the Pokemon that I'm going to test now, it's going to get hit by Thunderbolt instead, I think. Which might mean my best option is just to lead with Genesect to, like, plow through the turn. But let me just test it. Let me test if the game's going to cheat me. So I bring Araquanid this time, we bring Genesect, we bring you. And the other worst thing for my bugs is I can't overwrite the terrain by entering the field, because there's no bug that overwrites terrain on entry. Anyway, we're going to wide guard here this time. But I get the feeling that Tapu Lele is going to Thunderbolt me. Yeah, the game just cheats. It just single targets the Araquanid because it sees I've got wide guard. And then T-bots the other slot. So, you know, it doesn't matter what I do, the game will just find a way to cheat me. It's not even good damage. It has red card as well. Ooh, very fun, very fruity. I'm just gonna have another test while we're in this state right now. I just want to see how much damage Genesect takes from a turn. Also gives me the stat I was gonna say I don't want that stat, but maybe I do want that stat. Maybe that's fine. At least let me try to see another Pokemon. So I resist this, right? Because I'm a Steel type. That was not effective, by the way. It one-shot me. Okay, well, Houston, we have a major problem. Oh, God. I mean, this is obviously not quicker. But obviously, it's because we've already tested this. Wow, I get an attack off. Actually, this will give me a speed boost. Hang on a second. Maybe this isn't over if I kill. Okay, I don't even kill. So what is the plan then? What's the grand plan? Because, also spoilers, there's no bug-type Pokemon that learns Fake Out, at least in this game. So I can't fake out the opening to give me some time. Light screen. I feel like we have to set up light screen, but how do I set up light screen is going to be the real question. What little bugs learn light screen? Could try Orbeetle. Has a pretty good special defense. Actually, he's got the highest special defense in his Orbeetle. So if Orbeetle can't take one of these, like, we are actually just cooked. They also... Wait, does Psychic resist Psychic? I always forget. It does resist Psychic. Alright. Return. I've also just realized my Araquanid was level... Sadness. I'll bring the Araquanid back. Sorry, I didn't realize it was 75. It's my bad. I think you're the Pokemon I've got with the highest special defense as well, of all the Orbeetles, so... Cosmos, get in the party. We might want to try Shedinja on opening turn as well, so I'll humor Shedinja. I also have Jetstream at level 75. What am I doing? Okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to actually have to test all this again. Because I'm just dumb. Flat out, I'm just dumb. You've got Light Clay, that's fine. You have Light Screen. You don't. We'll give you Light Screen. It's a bit of an unfair test if I'm, you know, 25 levels lower than the Pokemon. Alright, we'll go with this for now. And where are my rare candies? You dummy. I don't think it actually moves the needle that much for me, by the way, since Genesect still got one shot and it resists it, and that was level 100. And Genesect has got like a pretty good special defensive stat for all the bugs. It's not the highest, but it's like top 6. Actually, it's beyond top 6. The best special defense is Orbeetle. There is Arceus Bug, which I don't know if we're going to count as actually a properly bug. Either way, I can't get it yet. Then it's Ledian. Then it's Volcarona. Then it's Mega Scizor. And then it's Genesect. So, it's not a great pool of Pokemon we're dealing with here. Volcarona might actually be a shout as well. In fact, I might grab Volcarona instead of Pheromosa. Well, I'm not entirely convinced my Volcarona is going to take this well either. Alright, Pheromosa, goodbye. You instead need, I don't know, I guess a Citrus Berry, again, just as a short-term replacement. I just need some more tank on you. Okay, we'll go with something like this. Do I even bother changing the sidebar right now since I'm, like, still trying to figure stuff out? I'm not going to worry about the sidebar for a second. Well, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what I'm actually trying to do here. We're in the testing phase. I also can't help but think that Gravitas won't make a difference either. Like, I could give max powder to Orbeetle, but I just don't see how it's going to help. Other than it might survive the turn through having insane health. Actually, what happens if you... Sorry, I'm trying to check something else. What if you Gigantamax Light Screen? What's... Light Screen, sorry. I kind of don't like the G-Max mechanic, because it's just so hard to find things. Does it actually do anything, or does it just become a... Does it just become a what's-its-name move? Oh, I'm not thinking of G-Max, that's the problem. I'm thinking of Z move, sorry. Yeah, I'm just confused. What does Z Light Screen do? Raises the special defense by 1 stage as well. That might be a shout. I assume I would need... Wait, is Light Screen a normal move or is Psychic? But I've got the Psychic thing, right? If I put Psychium Z on this thing and Light Screen, don't I get Z Light Screen, which will give me a special defensive boost? It would cost me... I mean, let's for sciences. I can actually do it while I'm here, because I think I've got Psychium Z, right? I got it last time. Maybe, question mark. But maybe it'll do with a special defensive boost. Alright, so we're back to testing multiple things. Basically the same things I tested last time. I guess first and foremost, let me check if you actually do something. I'll bring... actually, let me bring you as well, just in case something weird happens, and I'll bring you. Because I can figure out off this lead if Shedinja can live through the opening turn. I'd be shocked if it can. It'd be funny, but I'd be shocked. It's so stupid it uses Staraptor to, like, trigger its boost. I think it gives it an Omni boost as well. Wait, I'm gonna die before I set up Light Screen, aren't I? That's gonna be the problem here. Because it goes in speed order. So this won't work. Yeah, it's like my specially bulkiest Pokemon. I don't think it's living through this turn. It resists that, by the way. It doesn't resist this, though. Never mind. It held on. Okay, so I got the Light Screen up. But has this changed anything? Because I'm still Omega slow. I guess I just try and take damage here, because I don't think we're going to get the recover off, because as I said, it's going to just spam Expanding Force. But now does Galurk live this turn? No. Why would it live this turn? Why would the Light Screen would Galurk live this turn? Alright, we can test one final thing while we're here. Does Shedinja wall these two? Also, we're in Psychic terrain, so I can't use a priority boost, so I can't use Shadow Sneak here. You're a normal type, of course. And Shadow Ball, okay. So, Shedinja is worthless here. And then my final test is what happens if I put Volcarona in. And Quiver Dance. How much damage do I take? Too much. Because these two are both infinitely quick. Okay, well, I figured out some of the problems here. I've not figured out the solutions, but I can see why this is not fair. Right, my next test has to be to check how you deal with being the lead. Do you actually get one shot? Or is it just a 25 level difference? There's no point bringing Volcarona, actually, as sad as that is. This actually feels impossible right now. Maybe if I could have brought all my bugs, but again, I have Nurse Jax with me. And it's how do I deal with Nurse Jax? Reminder, I've not killed a Pokemon yet. There are 6 of them. How much damage do I take through this? It's too much. I do live through the turn. I suspect I don't live the Gleam, though, sadly. Okay, didn't Gleam me, which is a blessing, honestly. That's actually not the worst turn, because I can now prankster something else. I guess I T-Wave Balota. Because I think it's the problem Pokemon here. I'm in Psychic Terrain. I forgot I'm in Psychic Terrain. I can't target moves with priority. Oh my god. It's the ultimate counter. I actually don't know what to do here. Like, I don't even have a remote idea what to do here. I guess I need to set up a different terrain. I have to overwrite the terrain. To get priority, but it's such a slow play for me to do that because I don't have anything that sets a terrain upon entry or clears a terrain. You know what else I could bring, actually? I could try and bring Frostmoth. It hasn't got as high a special defense as some of the other Pokemon I mentioned, but it does have Ice Scales, and they're only using special moves right now. And don't you have an ability to cleanse terrain? I might be misremembering. My other slight concern is I think I raised this one to be really defensive minded. I can change it, but it's like not ideal. Put it that way. But what if I bring Frostmoth? Has Wide Guard as well. I didn't even consider it. I know the game's going to cheat, but... how can I get rid of the terrain, though? Oh, wait, I wasn't allowed to do G-Max moves, right? If I was allowed to do a G-Max move, I could use stuff like Max Lightning and overwrite it that way. That's not a crazy idea. Any of the Z moves do it. Wind Rage. Exclusive to Corviknight. I can't do that. Hang on a minute. Z move Defog does do it, though. Wait, does it do it? It says on here that it doesn't do it, but it does do it. Question mark. Steamroller is another way of doing it. A Z move for Lycanroc, that's not helpful. Ice Spinner is the other one, but I don't think any bug type Pokemon learns Ice Spinner. I could be wrong. Oh, Ice Spinner is also a Gen 9 move, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I guess this is the strategy. I tried to do Z-Max Defog, which I think Defog is a flying type move, right? It is. So don't I need Flying Z or something now? So I now need to check the guide to find out where Flying Z is, or whatever it's called. Flyinium Z, reward for defeating Alice in the battleground post game. So I have to do battlegrounds to be able to do the raid den potentially, or come up with a better strategy. Cool. And oh, by the way, Alice is obviously the flying type gym leader, but like supercharged. And what am I? I'm a bunch of bugs. So that feels pretty bad news bears, actually, for me. Alternatively, I try and find a strategy that just one-shots the two guys. What that strat entails, I have no idea. I actually just don't know. I'm just stumped. Wait, it's just a... Hang on a sec. Bulbapedia, make your website better. Does defog just remove field effects without the Z thing? Yeah, because actually Flying Z doesn't do that. It just says it turns into a raise accuracy move. I think Bulbapedia is actually just wronged. Because I didn't think defog would get rid of terrain. Yeah, defog doesn't do terrain, question mark. Maybe I just test this. Or trying for science. Actually, I don't know how I would test this. Does... Volbeat and Illumise do learn defog. Hang on a second. It's a TM. Where do I have TM for defog? That's the new test. Hang on a sec. Send me back. Defog. I should have it, because I got it from the clown in the sewer. I remember. What's the number of the TM? 109. Because if I can remove the terrain... Oh, also, you can learn it. Interesting. If I can remove the terrain, it'd make my life easier. Let's put it that way. The problem is you're going to die in the opening turn still, so it doesn't, like, move the needle at all, but I just want to check. This is a science experiment which I know is going to, like, fail in the long run, but I'm just looking for, like, a small scene. It's targeted? It can't do what I want then. This can't be true. Internet, why do you lie to me? Why are you like this? Or is this a recent change? Maybe it's a recent change. Oh, as of Pokemon Sword and Shield, the terrain can be removed using the move Defog. I see, because I think this is based on Gen 6. But has, like, Gen 8 effects in that game as well. It's a bit complicated, but I think, like, the actual, like, the logic behind it is on, like, 6. That's actually horrible. That doesn't work. Okay, I'll forgive you then. I'll forgive you, game. Steel Roller is the other way. Who learns Steel Roller? No bug learns the move Steel Roller. Cool. So the other options are to set up a terrain of my own. So let's see who learns Misty Terrain. No one. Let's learn who learns Electric Terrain. No one. Anyone that learns... Wait, Misty, Electric, Psychic. What's the other? Is there another one? Am I losing my mind? Grassy. There is one that learns Grassy Terrain. I know that. So, my option to remove Psychic Terrain is literally Parasect or Levani that learn Grassy Terrain. They don't have good special defense stats, let's put it that way. The sad thing is, Levani is the more defensive of the two options, so it would be Levani that I'd be using. How would I keep Levani alive to do this? There's just no way, right? I actually think this battle might be impossible with bugs. I just don't see a world where I get around it. I can't even use, like, Fake Out now that I think about it, because Psychic Terrain. It's only because, as well, the game cheats. If, like, it didn't cheat with Wide Guard, then, like, I could, like, catch it unawares, but the fact that my Wide Guard Pokemon just gets one shot is, like, pretty bad news. I guess maybe... Who else learns Wide Guard? Frostmoth with Wide Guard might be better. Oh, interesting. Glossopod learns it as well. But yeah, Frostmoth with Wide Guard might be better, because I think, like, when it all works out in the wash, it might actually have a better special defensive stat. Also, I said that... Wait. I said earlier that the best special defense stat is Orbeetle. It's not. It's Shuckle. Shuckle might be a shout. Because Shuckle's special defense is actually monstrous. But it's like, you know, what do I do with that information? Because my ally is just going to get giga-fucked. Which again, is the problem of all of this is like, I think I could probably solve it with 6 bugs, but I don't know if I can solve it with 3 bugs and a rival that is, ally that is not helping me at all. Where is... I don't think I want Cliff. I want the other one. I want Crag, I think, because I think I've given you more special defense. You're the special defensively stronger. Yeah. Shuckle from the two, from what I remember. My box is too full. I'm 90% certain I'm right on this, so I'll just go with it. So, Prankster is not going to help me here, so let's get rid of the Prankster Pokemon for a second. I need space. I'm sorry, Canyon. Get in this box. You know what else I could try and do? I could try and get Forretress to live on the board and do... Can I get Normalium Z? Can I do, like, Normalium Z Explosion? Just deal with the opening that way. Hang on a sec. Where's my Z crystals? Do I have Normalium Z already? I can't remember. Oh, does it even exist? I can't remember. It's so long ago since the Z crystals. Beating Mel in the battleground. Okay, I'm beginning to see a pattern now. Either way, I could do normal Gym Explosion, which is like a fairly similar like deal. Okay, Crag, what have you got out of interest? Other than like be level 75. You've got Sturdy, you've got Toxic, Sleep Talk, Rest, Stealth Rock. I mean, it's kind of the way to go, no? Is it science experiment time? I think you would want the item leftovers. Because I don't think the Rocky Helmet play is going to work here. It's also been some time since we used Shuckle, so I wouldn't mind Shuckle being the grand solution to my problem. Who else was I looking at then? So yeah, Araquanid's got a really high special defense as well. I don't know if the Araquanid I actually had before had the highest special defense. I might be able to do better than that, but we'll see how this actually takes it. Because this is 100, basically 100. Special defense higher than Araquanid, so like, if this can't do it, then nothing can. Also, hang on a minute, I've got I've got a genius strategy. It's actually just going to come together in my mind. I want not leftovers. I want Psychic Seed, right? It boosts special defense. I'll use their own terrain against them. So this strategy is just keep El Presidente up. And the president is Shuckle. I do want to see what happens here. I've got a horrible feeling that all that's going to happen is my partner Pokemon are all going to get killed, while Shuckle just lives on the board indefinitely. But maybe that's fine. Maybe I just have to turn this into a 6v1, and the 1 is Shuckle. Shuckle, do you get Wide Guard out of interest? I don't think you do. No, you don't. Why would you get Wide Guard? That would make you, like, disgusting. Let me go back again and just test how this looks. Because all about this is just me finding a seam, right? To, like, defeat this lead. I suspect, and I might be wrong here, I suspect this lead is, like, horrifying, but it can't be worse behind it. Right? It can't be worse than this. It's just, they have 6 Pokemon, but the other ones are jokes. Like, they're like 4 Magikarps or something. They definitely don't have 4 mythical Pokemon behind this. Definitely don't have Arceus, right? Please don't tell me they have Arceus. We're rapidly approaching, by the way, a pivot stream. Because I don't have a good solution for this. It's going to be like me grinding out some, like, really, really unlikely lead, I think. Because I have a funny feeling that what they're doing right now takes into a speed stat higher than any of my Pokemon. I guess what I could do as well, I didn't really think about this, I could Choice Scarf my Bugulon. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Choice Scarf. Fuck, I didn't bring it. I brought you again! I could Choice Scarf, fuck, I can't remember the name. Pheromosa, I could Choice Scarf, because surely Choice Scarf Pheromosa is, like, quicker than anything. Even with all these boosts, it's still gotta be faster. And then I can, like, Choice Scarf U-turn or something and do big damage, swap into something that's like the Orbeetle, or even the Shuckle that can take a few turns. And maybe that's the line I take. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're really just testing this and nothing else. Alright. So your opening turn, I think, has to be toxic. I think this is causing more problems than anything else. How does Shuckle take this? Bearing in mind there's nothing with a high special defense I can do right now. It still gets over halved. That is actually disgusting. My special defense is actually through the roof right now. That's probably my ass, because it's just going to expanding force again and I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Like, it's actually just an unstoppable force. Frostburning would be good as well if you could Frostburn something, but show me interest. Okay, you're not max special defense, so I could get you to live with more than half. That is actually a line I could go down. Breed a Shuckle with 252 EVs in special defense. I think then you would take half from expanding force, which is still not great, because it just leads you into like a really awkward corner anyway. I think the final thing I'm going to just quickly test before like I have a little rage pivot. Where's Pheromosa? sure. I can't be bothered figuring it out. And maybe, hang on, maybe Assault Vest Escavalier could have been a shout as well. Like, I saw that my brain is opening. Why don't I just put Assault Vest on some of these Pokemon? Maybe that is also the answer. But I still think I'm going to take a metric buttload of damage. And a buttload is actually a unit of measurement, I think. Well, like, a butt is in like a BU. Double T, I think it is. Like a butt of wine or something. Anyway, give this guy Choice Scarf. I just want to see if you're faster. If not, then, like, you know, the world is cruel. I will level you up 2 times as well. I think this is my story of the bug playthrough, by the way. And I think this is like my overarching, like, conclusion on bug Pokemon. That part of the reason why the bugs are bad, ignoring like the fact like their typing is not great, which I think is a big part of it. But they have so few like good abilities or like actually like very useful VGC like base moves. Like, you know, as I said, I don't think any bug in this game, and I'm not sure if it's still true, but no bug learns Fake Out, which is like a pretty important ability, or it's a nice one at the very least. Then nothing sets up a terrain as a bug type on an entry, which is again pretty brutal. Nothing sets up a weather condition on an entry. It's just crazy. Like, the bug abilities are so poor, except for like the minute few which are like unbelievably good. Like, Frostmoth has got an insane ability, but unfortunately it's on a Frostmoth. Or Beautify's got a pretty good ability as well, but it's on a Beautifly, so, you know, it doesn't matter. Save again. Okay, so the line when testing here is... You're gonna wait, you've got U-turn, right? You're gonna U-turn into this guy. That's basically the line I'm testing. So with Choice Scarf, so Choice Scarf into here, I have to kill Malotta. Malotta is the numero uno danger here. I am faster with a Choice Scarf. This means, hang on a minute, if I put U-turn on Everglade as well, and if Everglade can live through this turn, I can safely U-turn back into Pheromosa again. Because Everglade, or, you know, Escavalier, is so unbelievably slow, it's crazy. I actually don't think it's going to live through all of this. Yeah, it won't live through for another U-turn, so it's actually kind of irrelevant in the end. I'll try knock off into Meloetta. But I think I'm not living this turn, because I think Tapu Lele will finish me off. Yeah. Which lets me get back to Pheromosa. This game is about Pheromosa sweeping now, but I'm not convinced Pheromosa sweeps this. Especially when I have to use U-turn here, so it can't actually sweep this. I might see a third Pokemon though, which is like a minor miracle. I've killed a Pokemon. It boosts my speed, but it doesn't matter. I think another way of getting around this is potentially actually using Trick Room on turn 1, if I could get Trick Room off. But I'm just not convinced I can get my Orbeez to get a Trick Room off, so... Like, if I can Trick Room into Buzzwole or something, and Buzzwole gets, like, the Beast Boost and just, like, sweeps through the team, that's a potential out. Diancie is one of your other Pokemon. Cool. A Rock-type Pokemon into my fucking Bug Fire-type Pokemon. And it also gets an Omniboost. Why wouldn't it? I guess. Oh, and it Mega Evolves? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not have Dianceite? By the way, I've got Dianceite, so I don't know how you got it, I've got it. Anyway, I'm predicting the attack slots are going into Volcarona here. Yep. Well, goodbye, Magnezone. Alright, it's me versus the remainder 5 Pokemon. As I said, I'm not quicker than this thing, I'm gonna guess, so I think that is my ass. And I'm pretty certain at this point, Pheromosa is not living through anything. Also, it's raising its defense every single time, which is, like, impossible for me to deal with. Yeah, it's just impossible. Let me try and pick up another kill, though. I killed the lead. It will cost me my life because I'm not living this turn, but... Oh, I'm not going to get to see the 4th Pokemon, am I? Because this will just one-shot me. Pheromosa, by the way, is unbelievably fragile, which is why you normally don't put a Choice Scarf on it and you put a Focus Sash on it. Alright, I want to see what I'm dealing with here. Enough silly games. Right. Where is this going to be? I assume it's in the trainer section of my guides. Trainers. On insane difficulty, because why wouldn't I do it on insane difficulty? Nope, doesn't have a Weedle, funnily enough. I don't even know what to call this. Actually, maybe I'll just Google Aklov post-game. You have the Aklov stats? I'm just intrigued. Oh, that's not what I'm facing. It was like, oh, Aklov has got a Klefki, a Roserade, a Togekiss, a Raichu, a Primarina, and a Gardevoir. No, he doesn't. I can tell you that for a fact. That's not what he has. Insane. I can't even find it. There's just no words of what I'm facing right now. Is it other bosses or something? Title defense, battleground, anything you play just post game. Nonsense. I actually don't think there is. Wait, was post game a different section? I have no idea what I'm dealing with. I can't find anything. Alright, I guess no one knows what Aklov post-game insane is. Is post-game depression real? Yeah, I think it is real. For the people also ask section. I can see a bunch of videos, but... Oh, that's an interesting idea. Sorry, I just saw on the wiki for Pokemon Unbound, someone said use Prankster Murkrow with Haze to remove the stats on opening turn. I can see that. Wait, does Haze remove terrain? It doesn't, right? It's just weather effects. Sorry, it's just stat effects. Yeah. I want to remove the stat... Oh, stat reductions due to burn and paralysis. Okay. I didn't know they did that. It is a Bulbapedia page, so it's probably not true, but... No offense to the Bulbapedia author. And actually, to be fair, the Bulbapedia article is probably right. I was just looking at the wrong time frame. Uh... Okay, sorry, I was just thinking that someone else did. Also, interestingly, someone says that they cheesed the fight with Shedinja. So clearly this has been changed since 4 years ago because you can't cheese it with Shedinja because Meloetta just instantly shadowballed my ass. So clearly, like, they must have, like, you know, fucked up to some degree. Well, it might mean, though, if I could actually find the... Oh, no, it doesn't mean this. I was going to say, if I could find the stat page, maybe I could get Shedinja in after I've killed Meloetta, but Diancie's there now. Diancie's using a rock-type move, so... Yeah, there's a few people that are saying, like, set up Trick Room, so... okay, that's something I can at least, like... I'll try and find it off camera, because clearly I'm not going to solve this right now. Like, it seems unbelievably, like, hard. And without doing this, I can't complete the Den quest, so... Den quest... I've been cooked another day. There are a few other things that I can just, like, sneak out now. Fuck, how long have I been going, by the way? 1 hour and 20 minutes and I've done nothing? Cool. Very cool. Is the TM desk here? Yes. I will spend many of my points for Trick Room. I think it's going to be important. Do I want anything else here? I think Substitute would be a pretty good get as well. Not necessarily for this battle, but just like for the future. Oh, I just bought Safeguard as well. Whatever. I was going to need it eventually. Quash has got some temptation. But again, I can't use it in this battle. I'll grab it. Why not? There is a quest for getting all the TMs anyway, so I might as well, like, start working through them. Your items, which I don't need. And what are you selling me? Oh, don't care about this shit. Actually, hang on a sec. Before I say I don't care about this shit. Ah, you sell the max powder as well, and Dreamers and ability capsules. Okay, good to know. Wait, do you sell some of the evolution items? You do. Do you sell Black Augur? Oh, you don't sell Black Augurite. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Obama. That's the one final thing I think I want to check now. I have a few Wishing Well pieces. Can I go in here and please just knock out this? Show me a cipher. Show me a cipher. I've earned it. I've been, like, battered. I've been bruised. You know what? Hold the choice band. Not a cipher. It's fine. We have another bite at the cherry. Probably the worst team as well I could have imagined bringing to this. So, cool. Good idea from me. Just quickly knock the Cinderace out. But I will. I think the T-Tar will, actually. Alright, maybe the T-Tar won't knock this thing out. Seems to be kicking all of our asses, actually. Alright, just one-shotting everything. Cool. I fucking love raid battles. I actually love raid battles. They're the best mechanic ever introduced into Pokemon. They certainly aren't completely, absolutely dog shit. And hated by almost all. Maybe not. That might be too harsh, but... I actually hate them. I think they are such an awful addition to the game. And I'm not talking about just in the ROM hack. I wouldn't put it in the ROM hack, but... I think in general they are just absolutely garbage. Alright, Shuckle, you're not really good to bring into raid battles, so I won't bring you into raid battles. I guess I'll bring... you instead of you as well. Alright. Just give me my Scyther, I've earned it. And also drop the Black Augurite, which I don't think is guaranteed. I want my Cleavor. Which, again, doesn't solve any of my problems, by the way. It's just like, it completes the bug Pokedex, kind of. Assume you don't count Arceus or Silverly bug memory, whatever it's called. Right. I will bring you, I will bring you, I will bring you, I guess. I also set up rain. How did that do so little damage to me? Oh, it's changing its type is the thing it's up to. Okay, very annoying. Either way, in the rain, I'm going to use water moves. So yeah, so flying type is what I need to be aware of. Yeah, you just keep hitting the Volcaronas. That doesn't bother me. Hey, we did it. Alright. Huge battle, very clean. Alright, let's do a little heal. I don't know how many I've got. I've not got as many as I did last time, so don't worry. It's not going to be like an hour of me sat here spamming a raid den. A different Pokemon, at least. Fortress. Only fire, which is useful here. I don't have any other fire type moves, so I'll just try and beat through you with the rest of the Pokemon, if you don't mind. We'll go with something like this. To be real here, I think Volcarona can just deal with it, but... Oh, red card. That's an item I don't actually have, so thank you. I swear, I've got everything but the Scizor, sorry, the Scyther at this point. It's actually absurd. We'll bring a rock-type Pokemon with me, and I'll bring you. Again, I'm not expecting a lot from Ariados. I've been trying to think of multiple ways to use Ariados, funnily enough, in my party, and I think at the point now that I've got Trick Room is like the point where it's at least a consideration. But it's still so unbelievably shit. I wish Ariados actually did something as a Pokemon, other than just suck balls. Unfortunately, I think it just sucks balls. So I don't really have to make it work, but I think you need Trick Room because it's so unbelievably slow. Is that the last piece, by the way? Nope, got another one. Just show me the bug. The bug I want. Oh, I've also got poison fucking Firestorm. Well, that's awkward. I'm gonna bring you still, but don't love that situation. What a weird Pokemon art result is. It's like, I think this Pokemon was designed based on the type before the Pokemon was designed, if you know what I mean. It's like, we have to make an electric ice type, right? That's what it is. We need to make an electric ice type. Okay, so with that information, we're going to design this. I don't think it happened the other way around. Fuck. Okay, well, I'll have to use Giga Drains now. Regardless, I don't want you. Do I have another piece? No. Alright, well, my attempts at doing anything this episode have been, like, completely destroyed, I guess. Any other quests I want to, like, put myself through the misery for, or do I try and solve, like, the problem of that guy? I think it's now up to me to solve the problem of that guy. You know what? I want to feel something inside. Where are the quests I've actually completed but have not handed in? Underground Pass. I definitely remember what that is. Is it here? Also, what do you want from me? Statue building. What? Man needs inspiring for his final statue. Bring him the Pokemon that sleeps under Bell in town. Alright, cool. It's a Reggie something because the mystery is called Statue of Reggie. Oh, it wants me to bring him Regigigas. Okay, I've seen the Regigigas before. Anyway, where am I going? Underground, that's right. Is that in here? Is it one of you nerds? You're the one that wants me to do a speed run, though. I'm not doing all this again. It's you. What do I get for this? A gold bottle cap, unironically, is actually worth it. Yes, I achieved something. All these times I've been finding hidden items. Yes, I achieved that today. I did something. Alright, what other quests have I done accidentally? I've turned off my console. Yes. All this hard work I've put in today to do this. Where's this guy, by the way? He's in like a house down here or something, I think. Is it you? Alright, that's Acklow just leaving me more notes. I say me, it's leaving Jack's notes. Where's this Dangus? Are you in one of these houses? You're the Zygarde scientist who I should probably speak to at some point. You're not the person I'm looking for. Where is this guy that told me to turn off my console like 1,000 times or something? You in here? It's you. Yeah, I didn't destroy the world. A bottle cap, also kind of worth. Yes, I did something. Any other quests I've definitely been actively doing? And not just accidentally doing? Oh. No, is the answer. I can actually, like, I can search between things done and not done. Alright, well, YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might actually bolt this onto the front end of another stream where I beat Acklow. I beat Acklow, right? Definitely beat Acklow. And then it all makes sense. Because otherwise it's a bit short. And I don't really have any other preparation other than, you know, raid den shenanigans, which I can't actually complete anymore. I'm gonna keep believing in myself that I'm actually doing all the hard stuff first, and then like all the fun stuff I'm doing later. Anyway, YouTube, you might see me again in a second. You may not. I may never come back to this again. Who knows? So you will know though if there's still more video length left. I stuck this into something else where I beat Acklow, but I'll try and find out a way to beat him off camera. Anyway, YouTube, see you in a second or never again. Bye. YouTube, Twitch, welcome back to some more Pokemon Unbound. Last time, I was getting a little bit frazzled, let's put it that way. In fact, I think I do the full intro here. I might actually bolt on the last episode onto this one, just in case you're wondering, like, this small 1 second gap if I do bolt them together. It's actually been about a week since I played last, and I've been like umming and ahhing how to solve this issue. I'll tell you what the issue is in a minute. Although you're vaguely aware of what the issue is. I've come up with a way that I think I can beat this Acklow battle, which I actually was Googling it and trying to look at some stuff after the fact. And people are like pretty upset by this battle on the internet, at least when they got to it in the post-game. Like, people are calling this really, really, really hard. So what is the problem? Because we didn't really get to see the full shebang. I think we only saw like 3, maybe 4 of the Pokemon. I actually found out the actual team he uses in this battle, the full 6 Pokemon. This is his team, so the big problem, obviously, and that's what's been like kicking him in the ass, is the Meloetta. The Meloetta is actually just nightmare fuel. So this Meloetta, it has competitive, which means I think competitive is if you get a stat drop, your special attack goes up or something along those lines. Either way, it gives it a +2 special attack boost if its stat gets dropped. Does its stat get dropped? Yes, because my ally uses a Staraptor which has Intimidate. Intimidates the Meloetta, and it gets a +2 special attacking boost. Bearing in mind this Pokemon is a special attacker, that's a pretty big yikes. Also, Adrenaline Orb is the item it's holding. If a Pokemon with Adrenaline Orb gets hit with an Intimidate, it gets a speed stat increase, so it gets +1 speed just to start the battle. This is, you know, a mythical Pokemon as well. Typically, pretty well statted are these mythical Pokemon. Then, not only that, every single Pokemon in this battle gets an Omni Boost, just preloaded into their cerebral cortex. So they all start on a +1. So, like, when all, you know, is being done, This Meloetta is +3 special attack, +2 speed, and then +1 in all the other stats. It's pretty bulky, it hits like an actual freight train, and is as fast as all hell. Like, I actually worked it out. The speed stat for this thing is like 600 and something. Bearing in mind, it's actually going to be level 100 when we battle it, because it, like, level locks to my levels. Yeah, it is actually Nightmare Fuel. And the only thing I figured out last time that was quicker than it was Choice Scarf Buzzswole. And I couldn't one-shot with Choice Scarf Buzzswole, so, like, it was a real Nightmare Fuel. And actually, it wasn't even just that. The other scary thing about this guy in particular is it uses Expanding Force. It just spams Expanding Force. And this wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't in Psychic Terrain, but the ally sets up Psychic Terrain, aka Tapu Lele, automatically with an ability just automatically sets up Psychic Terrain, which means Expanding Force does more damage. It's also a stab move. And I think we like saw last time that Meloetta with Expanding Force in all the, the terrain, all the bells and whistles, the garnishes aside, it one-shot Genesect, which, by the way, is not an effective damage move. It's, like, it should be doing half damage. It's still one-shot Genesect, so that is, like, the level of, like, destructive power this thing can put out. And also, Expanding Force hits both slots, so, like, it was just KOing everything in the party. Then, as I said, the other, like, his co-conspirator is Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele also has a spread move in Dazzling Gleam. It's another special attacker. Sets up Psychic Terrain with its ability. Also can reset up Psychic Terrain if it wants to with one of the other abilities. Also has the move Stored Power, which does more damage. I think the more stat boost the Pokemon has. And this thing just, like, preloads in again with 6 stat boosts, so it's pretty scary. And has Thunderbolt for some nice damage into my ally Staraptor, which is used to trigger all of his abilities. So, it's pretty, like, a pretty airtight opening. Also worth noting, Psychic Terrain, like, we're talking about speed. You might be saying, like, why don't you use priority moves? Psychic Terrain blocks priority moves, so Pokemon like Scizor, where I can do that Bullet Punch tech, I can't do it here. Prankster Pokemon with a targeted move on the Prankster thing, nope, not allowed to do that either, so this opening is heinous. I want to talk about some of the other Pokemon. We did see Mega Diancie, like, I think once we saw Mega Diancie, or twice we saw it. This thing, again, has got some more spread moves. It's a mixed attacker in this case, but it has Diamond Storm as a rock spread damage move, which is really scary because, I'm all bug types, so my bug types all take super effective damage from rock type moves. Also has High Horsepower, Moonblast, and Mystical Fire for, like, some, like, coverage. And again, it's good against into defensively Pokemon and special defensively Pokemon. Its ability also goes up to Magic Bounce, which means you can't really put status on this thing because it will bounce it back. Then the other Pokemon, I can't remember if we saw Tapu Koko. I think we saw it one time, right, Tapu Koko. They actually have another terrain set in the form of Tapu Koko. This thing can set up Electric Terrain. Electric Terrain stops Pokemon from going to sleep. Also boosts electric type moves for Pokemon, I think, that are making contact with the terrain, and this Pokemon would make contact with the terrain. It has some pretty good damage. It is a physical attacker, in case you're wondering. Really quick as well, and gets the Omni Boost as usual, but it's coming preloaded with an Electric Seed, and the Electric Seed buffs its defense by 1 stat stage when it goes onto an electric terrain, and itself sets up its own electric terrain. So this thing is actually pretty scary. And even more scary, it actually has the move Acrobatics. Again, flying type moves super effective to my bugs, which power goes up by ×2 when an item is consumed. Or it's not holding an item, I guess it's to be more specific. So this thing loses Electric Seed. It then boosts up Acrobatics by, double damage. And then Acrobatics at that point is doing like 110 base damage. Like, it's a lot of damage into my bugs. Other moves are Close Combat, Wild Charge, and Grass Knot. Wild Charge is a move that does self-damage, so I can get a bit of recoil damage from using that, but let's be real here, the Acrobatics is the really scary part of it. The other two we didn't really ever see. We have Melmetal, which has Assault Vest, is just a pure steel type. Got a decent bit of coverage, but, nothing, like, too special. Is a pure physical attacker, though. And then finally, Manaphy. Manaphy's kind of interesting because it has the same ability. I think it's actually the same, right? Either way, it's the same effect as Magearna, where, and I think we saw this in the Elite Four, right? Whenever a Pokemon is faint in front of Magearna, it gains a stat boost to, I think it's special attack. I can't remember how this works out, if it's the highest stat or whatever. Either way, it's going to give it a special attack boost in this case. Worth noting, this is not like Moxie, where Moxie's, you knock out the opposing Pokemon, you get the stat boost, or Beast Boost, which again, you knock out the Pokemon, you get the stat boost. Any Pokemon that faints, including your allies, you get the stat boost. So Manaphy's really scary, because if it stays on the field for a long time, Pokemon keep fainting and fainting, and this thing gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Manaphy is also one of the 2 users of Tail Glow. Tail Glow increases your special attack by 3 stages. It's so insanely broken. They put it on a mythical Pokemon that you can't normally ever use. And also Volbeat, a Pokemon which hasn't got the same stat line as Manaphy. And then other than that, it's got some coverage. Scald, pretty scary if you're a physical attacker, because if you get burnt, you can reduce your physical damage. Ice Beam, which potentially could Frostbite in this game, which could reduce your special damage. And Energy Ball, which is a good cover round move. All around, pretty scary Pokemon, if you ask me. And as I said, I went through the stat page and I was like, holy shit, how do I deal with this? The only Pokemon I could find that was faster than the Meloetta. Let me just quickly check. It's Meloetta the fastest Pokemon here as well. Meloetta is the fastest Pokemon, so it's 612 speed, this Meloetta is. The only Pokemon I could find faster at the time was Choice Scarf on my Pheromosa. And I couldn't one-shot it. It was too bulky. So I was like, at the time I was like, I can't solve this. I just can't think of a way. But I made one slight error. The slight error is I forgot there's actually one other Pokemon that can go really, 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 really quick in the bug category. That is Excelgor. Excelgor has a very high speed stat just naturally, but gets the ability Unburden. We've used this a few times in the playthrough. And one of the difficulties we normally have is to trigger Unburden, you need to consume your health item. When you consume your health item, it doubles your speed stat, which is really good boost. It's basically what Meloetta's getting from having Adrenaline Orb and the Omni Boost. Now, this is the issue. How do I consume the item? I use their terrain against them. So there's a series of items called like the seed items. We were talking about Electric Seed before. But there is one called Psychic Seed as well, which when a Pokemon enters the Psychic terrain, it consumes the item and gives it a special defensive boost. So I actually can get Unburden to trigger on my Excelgor by purely, just giving it a Psychic Seed. Instantly trigger Unburden on the swap-in and doubles its speed stat. And when I do all of this, its speed stat is actually well into the 600. It'll become the fastest Pokemon on the field. You always say this is all well and good, but look at all these stats. Like, if you look at all the guides online for this, like going like, oh, you have to use Murkrow. Murkrow is a must use. You have to use like Prankster, Haze, and just remove all these stat boosts. Otherwise, you're going to lose. Not here, we don't. We fight Buggo Buggo in these parts. How am I going to fight it? I'm going to cheat. So there is a series of moves that don't just do like a set, they don't do like, I say a set amount of damage, they do like a damage based on like a set amount that you can like control, so to speak. I'm not really explaining this way. Most moves have like a base power associated with them, right? And it does this calculation where you have this base power move, it takes into account stab, takes into account the opposing typing, takes into account any other abilities and so on, any stat boost, and like it puts all these numbers through a calculator, and it comes out with a value, which is the amount of damage you can do. And that thing can actually roll between a certain scale of amounts. Excelgor gets a specific move which does a set amount of damage, which happens to be not quite perfect, but it is enough to kill Meloetta in one hit. And I think, having looked through all of this, and like when I was like really like penning down, I was like, you know what, this battle is really set up just to show Meloetta off. If Meloetta wasn't here, I think this battle's no longer as scary as it is. So as long as I can trade 1-for-1 with their Meloetta, I'm happy. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade 1-for-1 with Meloetta. The move I'm talking about, by the way, on Excelgor, Final Gambit. Final Gambit is a move that does damage equal to the opposing Pokemon based on your HP. And it feints you. You just instantly faint. And it turns out if you max the HP stat and you max the speed stat, and you trigger Unburden, this thing is faster than Meloetta and can Final Gambit and just one-shot Meloetta, which is so perfect. Instantly Meloetta down. We do trade from 1-for-1, so we turn our 6v6 battle into 5v5, but as I said, the other 5 are nowhere near as scary. That being said, Psychic Terrain is still up, which is not ideal, but I then came up with my next genius plan. If this is the only Pokemon I can find that realistically is fast enough, again, we can do Pheromosa with Choice Scarf, but that's not ideal. What I need to do then is find some other way that isn't priority or just raw speed stats to get faster than the opposing Pokemon. And there is one way to do this as well. How about I use the move Trick Room? So Trick Room changes the dimensions, it twists them, it distorts them. Pokemon in Trick Room which are fast are slow. Pokemon that are slow are fast. This battle, because of the Omni Boost, because of everything the game does to cheat for these Pokemon, All these Pokemon are really quick, with the exception of Melmetal, which is like a bit slow, but even that isn't like insanely slow. But generally speaking, they're all quick Pokemon. Also worth noting, my ally Pokemon, which are Staraptor, Magnezone, and Galurk, also all really slow, so they also benefit from being in the Trick Room. If I can get my Pokemon in the Trick Room, suddenly, my Pokemon are the faster Pokemon, which is excellent. And Trick Room lasts for like 5 turns. It's really good. And this is actually the other thing that I noticed by like this battle. The really big weakness of this battle, they don't actually have like tech moves in this battle. There's no Taunt, there's no Protect. So like very much, if you get the speed control and you start like swinging from the fences, you can just sweep through this entire team, and they can't really do a lot about it other than kill the Trick Room setter before they set up. So we're going to use Orbeetle, we're going to try and set up Trick Room. Orbeetle, as I'll show you in a second, the Orbeetle is going to be holding a Cobra Berry, because when everything like works out in the wash, it is a bit random here, I will like say it as like we go into the battle, but you can end up with Tapu Koko in on the field, and Acrobatics would one-shot Orbeetle. My Orbeetle is set up very defensively, especially specially defensive, because I was actually quite scared of Tapu Lele and Manaphy as well coming onto the field. So it should be able to take like one big hit from everyone, is my theory. The only, like, again, if the game like reads this perfectly, if they go into Diancie, then I have got small problems, because Diamond Storm will one-shot me. But other than that, I think Orbeetle can take at least one hit from all these Pokemon, possibly 2 in certain situations. So as long as I get the Trick Room up, then fantastic news, everyone. This does mean, though, I need one final Pokemon, because the Orbeetle, like, it's going to do some good work. And actually, my ally Pokemon will also do some good work in Trick Room. I'll show you in a bit what it can do. I need one big guy to, like, lay down the beatdown. I've turned my battle from 6v6 to 5v5. With Orbeetle, because I'm not really expecting a lot of damage from the Orbeetle, I'm kind of turning it into a 4v5. If you don't include my ally Pokemon, which are not ideal, it's basically a 1v5. I need one Pokemon that could potentially kill all the other 5. And I realized there's only 3 Pokemon this could be. It had to be either one of the Ultra Beasts, which when they pick up kills, their Beast Instinct, I think it's called, triggers and gives them a stat boost into the highest stat. I could make this for either Pheromosa or Buzzwole, their attack stats, so they would steadily pick up attack, and so on and so forth. Other option was Heracross. Heracross has Moxie, so if, again, Heracross picks up a kill, it will get an attack boost from Moxie. The Pokemon I ended up setting up with, though, is Buzzwole. Buzzwole is unnaturally slow compared to all the other Pokemon, and actually has a little bit more bulk than the other ones. It can actually, like, live through potentially a hit. I will say it's not particularly bulky on the special side, more on the physical side, but that might be okay, because when you really think about it, I'm killing Meloetta with Axelgor. Tapu Lele might get picked up early anyway as well, because it's on the board. And then after that, you're looking at, mainly physical attackers. There is a bit of special left, but mainly physical attackers, and this thing's got a decent defensive stat. Other things that Buzzwole has, it actually has quite a lot of spread moves. It has Earthquake, and again, these Pokemon, they actually have a bit of a weakness to ground, except Manaphy, really, and then the opening Pokemon, which again, I'll deal with in other ways. But the other 3 Pokemon, they've got a bit of a ground issue, right? Also, in Trick Room, using Rock Slide with this Pokemon potentially could give me some flinches and give me some wins where I otherwise don't deserve it. Close Combat does disgusting damage, and I think the final move I've got on it is Leech Fang, because I've got this Pokemon currently holding the Life Orb item, so we get a bit more damage, but we trade some health every single time we do an attack. And I think when you work all this out in the wash, this thing becomes actually pretty scary, especially if it picks up a double kill with a spread move. The opposing side is not going to like it, and I will actually say the AI is quite smart for my ally. If I push a spread move, Earthquake, which hits all Pokemon, generally speaking, they use Protect, and all their Pokemon have Protect, so they can all survive through an Earthquake. But it really depends, how all this, washes down. When you actually piece together, where's the variance in this battle, it's actually the red card on Tapu Lele, which, when Tapu Lele takes damage, a Pokemon gets ejected, that does the damage, and another one gets swapped in. I think it's at random. My ally will trigger that effect, and it really depends if they swap in Magnezone or Golurk, what actually happens for the rest of the game. So, and then also, depending on what Pokemon gets swapped in, it depends on the Pokemon they bring in to replace Meloetta. We'll see in a second, but either way, this is my Pokemon that can potentially sweep through the team. Also worth noticing, there's a few fairies here, which means actually they've got quite a decent steel weakness as well. It's not, too bad because, it's Electric Fairy and Psychic Fairy, but the answer is 4 times weak to steel. My ally has brought a Magnezone very intelligently. So again, Diancie is not happy if it ever gets in front of Magnezone. Anyway, so this is the solution to this battle where I can only bring 3 of my Pokemon. I'm going to bring Excelgor, Orbeetle, and Buzzwole and beat them that way. I'll show you the full, like, roundup in a second. So this is my Buzzwole. This is my Excelgor. Dingle, holding Psychic Seed. Its nature actually doesn't matter in this case. The speed is fine without, you know, anything else. So I just left it as what it was. It's got maximum IVs, it's got Unburden, and realistically the only button it needs is Final Gambit. The other moves just do not matter at all, so I just left them as they were. Its EV spread, max speed, max HP because I need it for Final Gambit, otherwise it doesn't kill. And I left 6 in special attack because why not? You might as well have those 6 in special attack. This is my Orbeetle, holding a Cobra Berry to reduce super effective damage from flying type moves, purely for acrobatic reasons. Nature is special defense focus because this thing needs to live through a special defensive boost. I probably should have changed its ability to telekinesis. It doesn't really matter in this case, but it probably would have a bit more use of Swarm. But then again, like, who cares? The ability on this Pokemon doesn't matter. The real big thing about this Pokemon is Trick Room. And by the way, in Trick Room, this Pokemon is also really slow, so it'll move faster in Trick Room. Giga Drain, by the way, is on this Pokemon because if this thing goes in front of Manaphy, it's like the only Pokemon that can really deal with Manaphy. My Buzzwole's not great at doing that. Like, that's the really scary Pokemon now, actually, in this battle is Manaphy. But this Pokemon can do some decent damage. We also got Swagger here again. If we like need to confuse a Pokemon to try and live through a turn, we can potentially do that as well. But for the most part, we're going to push Psychic, we're going to push Giga Drain if Manaphy shows up. Its EV spread is here. Max special defense, max HP, put a bit in the defense stat as well, just so we can live through hits and get the Trick Room up. Because really, at the end of the day, if this Pokemon gets Trick Room up, we're really happy with life. Finally, we've got my Buzzwole. It's holding the Life Orb item. It has Beast Boost because all the Ultra Beasts do. Its attack stat is maxed out. It's not Adamant, in case you're wondering. It's actually Brave, which lowers the speed stat. So I'm intentionally trying to like tank this Pokemon's speed stat, so it's the slowest Pokemon in the game. If I didn't do this, by the way, it would actually be slower, I think, than Melmetal. So I actually have to be on a Brave nature. Also, I've very intentionally left the IVs in this Pokemon in speed low. Otherwise, again, I'll be faster than Melmetal, and I have to be the slowest Pokemon in the game. So they were very, like, intentional things. Also, the attack set is the highest stat, so when I kill a Pokemon with Beast Boost, I get an attack boost, which is fantastic. That's what I want. Moves to use to sweep with this Pokemon. Close Combat is really good into Melmetal. Earthquake is pretty good into mostly, like, the electric Pokemon, the rock Pokemon. Rock Slide is just here if I need to like get a flinch chance and like try and stay alive via flinching, and then Leech Fang potentially could like heal me back up through any Life Orb damage. But let's be real here, if this thing takes any damage beyond the Life Orb damage, we're probably going to lose it, so, and then lose the battle. Anyway, this is the strat. The other Pokemon are here just like for, honestly, just for show. Don't worry about those guys. These are the chumps. Anyway, as I said, this could take a little bit of time because there is a touch of variance involved in it. But I think this is a really elegant solution. Also, I probably should, and I will do, put on Max Repels. But anyway, this is going to be the day. I'm going to do all of the raid battles. I'm going to complete that quest, and I don't know, then we'll move on to something else after that. But man, this raid battle quest thing is like, it's been harder than I thought it was going to be, let's put it that way. I will say, this battle has been the most enjoyable part of it, though. Trying to solve it, and I was like looking on the internet just out of interest of like how other people solve this, and almost every single one like removes the stat boost with Murkrow. Not I. Oh, by the way, the other reason they use Murkrow obviously is like psychic damage doesn't go into dark types, they're immune. So I think that's a pretty decent solution as well if you like have to and you don't want to use bugs, but personally I kind of like mine better. Because I leave them with all their cheaty boosts. I don't remove it from them, I just like, you know, like you sure, you guys cheat. I'll just do things professionally, okay? Before I do this, I'm going to save the game here as well so I don't have to run all the way back every single time. Save the game. Right. Also, next thing I need to do is remember to pick the right 3 Pokemon. Otherwise, we're going to have a bad time. We have to bring Dingle. Have to bring Orbeetle, and we have to bring this guy. So I'll let this play out for this turn. Sorry, like, again, if I put this together, you guys probably are familiar with the battle at this point, like, very familiar with the battle at this point. But I said, for me, it's a different day. So Melata, Tapu Lele hit the field. We send out a Staraptor, I say a Staraptor, he sends out a Staraptor, I send out Dingle, aka Axelgor. Instantly, Tapu Lele pops Psychic Surge. The terrain is now Psychic, priority moves, they are blocked. Instantly, Psychic Seed consumed on Dingle. Don't really care about the special defense up, but what I do care about is unburdening triggers, and it sends my Speed Snap through the roof. Then, Intimidate goes off in Staraptor, which triggers Competitive Meloetta, which sharply rises special attack. Also hits the Adrenal Orb, which gives it a speed stat, and then it gets an Omni Boost down the line. As does Tapu Lele. And the attack stat drop on Tapu Lele, I always forget, it's not quite 1 across the board, it's like 1 on everything but attack. Doesn't matter, there's no physical attacks. Actually, it's optimal in theory, because if it gets confused and does confusion damage to itself, that's based on your attack stat, so reducing it is actually beneficial. Anyway. Instantaneously, final Gambit this thing, we're not going to worry about it. By the way, the Staraptor is holding choice, no, it's holding Focus Sash, so we will always live through this turn, which is actually crucial, because if this didn't happen, and Staraptor didn't get an attack into Tapu Lele, I'd have an issue about the red cards, but fortunately I don't have to worry about it. My ally does one really good thing, and it's burning this red card for me. So Meloetta dies because it has less HP than I've got. By the way, it takes it as the actual number stat, not the percentage stat. Tapu Lele uses Stone's Power, which again is like a pretty big boost because it's got like +5, I guess, stat line. Focus Sash means Staraptor holds on. It Steel Wings it, which is super effective, by the way, because this is a Fairy type. Props red card. Staraptor goes back into the back. And brings that Magma Zone. That's fine. I'm okay with this. We have no choice but to bring out Cosmos. The only scary thing here is Mega Dance comes out. Because that can kill Cosmos. That's fine. Tapu Koko comes out, actually burns the Psychic Terrain, turns it into Electric Terrain. There is a funny bug with the AI in this battle, by the way. Which we also... I don't need to abuse it, really, but I kind of am going to abuse it accidentally. When Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele are on the field, Tapu Lele, like, I think it's been, like, instructed to always keep Psychic Terrain up. So because Electric Terrain's going to come up, it's actually going to try and reset Psychic Terrain, or it normally does, which is fantastic. It basically wastes its turn this turn. Anyway, we're going to do Trick Room here. This thing has Sturdy, by the way, on the Magna Zone, so it will live through this. Can't remember the hell the item of this Pokemon is. I did check. It's like Magna or something. Yeah, so this thing sets up Psychic Terrain, so I don't take any damage from the Orbeetle. Flash Cannon comes out, which is going to pick up a kill, probably. This is actually the other, like, bit of variance in this battle, because every time they kill a Pokemon, it denies me a Beast Boost, which is actually kind of annoying. Also, now that Trick Room's gone up, I kind of want Orbeetle to die fairly soon. Obviously, I can't super control that. There was no really, like... The really efficient way of doing this would be to kill Orbeetle on the next turn. But there's no way I can do it guaranteed myself. So anyway, I'm going to, like, slowly kill myself on my Orbeetle in-game, of course. If Manaphy had shown up, I would have Giga Drained it. But that's fine. I say it's fine. It's actually kind of not fine, but... Actually, I think it's really not fine. They normally don't bring Melmetal out at this point. I'll see what I can do, though. So, I don't think Earthquake is going to pick up a kill here. I think actually what I need to do is Rock Slide and hope for some flinches to get through this now. Because I can close combat one-shot Melmetal, I believe. And I'll get the Beast Boost, but Tapu Koko will do Acrobatics into me. And I'm pretty sure if I kill Tapu Koko, then Melmetal will one-shot me afterwards. I could be wrong with that. If I push Earthquake, by the way, they will protect on my ally side. I'm going to try Rock Slide, which is only 90% accurate. I knew I was going to miss. I missed the most important one as well. Glurk, I need you to hit the Tapu Koko, buddy. I got the flinch. Glurk has trolled me by targeting the wrong Pokemon. That will cost me the game, assuming Acrobatics comes into Buzzwole. Okay, we'll reset. The crit did not matter there. Again, it's just the red card stuff makes this battle a bit, like, inconsistent. And actually, if we hit the rock slide there, I think we lived that turn, so we probably win the battle from there. We just got a 90 accurate move into Tapu Koko and, like, failed it. Although, that being said, I think Melmetal does kill me. Or at least close to kills me. I can't remember exact on the calc on this. Anyway, this time I will speed through this. Far too many effects proc for what I'm just going to final Gambit this guy. Thank you, Dingle. Great work. Again, this thing is holding a sash, so this will not kill it. I guess Thunder onto Paralysis could, like, troll me as well. Alright, see you later, Staraptor. Alright, Magnezone's back in again. And you're going to bring out... I mean, it doesn't matter what you bring out here. I'm always bringing this guy out. Tapu Koko. Alright, so we get the free setup of Trick Room. I kind of wish Tapu Koko didn't hit Magnezone here, because the Magnezone's actually quite useful. But ironically, that not killing is actually optimal for me. I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm sure they're going to pick up the kill next turn, but I'm still pretty okay with this. Because now I can get some damage to Tapu Koko before Buzzwole comes on the field. That's your ass. I fully expect Melmetal to come out now, but... I did toy as well in the Orbital, putting... I think Signal Beam to try and get a confusion chance on a Pokemon when I make an attack, but I don't need to worry about it too much. But yeah, close combat causes their stats to drop anyway, so I think an Earthquake will kill from here. It is Melmetal. Okay. I'm kind of like damned as well to swagger the Melmetal once I absolutely have to. I think we Psychic here. It's fine, this will kill me, but it's like relatively okay. That's not okay though. I really wish you didn't do that, Galert. You've kind of cooked me, potentially. Okay, Manaphy can't kill Buzzwole in one. I know that for a fact. So I will single target the Melmetal here. Which I'm not sure actually kills without a +1 boost. No, not quite. I think I've lost this now because Galert trolled me. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Alright, try again. Okay. Easy opening. Final Gambit, dead. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. All good. You go into Tapu Koko again. I will say, it's doing this oddly, like, consistently now. I did a bit of testing of this just to like make sure I could theoretically do it. You can theoretically do it. But it didn't lock into Tapu Koko every single time when I tried this. It's kind of like okay, but... Alright, that's your ass. Trick Room. Man, it really seems to be insistent on bringing Melmetal out this time, which is really interesting because it did not do this before. Also, I didn't actually realize Melmetal slowed my Orbeetle. That's actually kind of a messed up thing for me. I thought my Orbeetle was also slowed the Melmetal, but hey how. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to test a theory. I can't remember if Melmetal actually kills me or not. If Melmetal doesn't kill me, then Earthquake here is really good value because it will kill Tapu Koko. It'll do some decent damage to Melmetal as well. As in, my ally will protect. Super effective on Tapu Koko. That's a boost for me. Which means Melmetal should die in another one of those, I think. Nice, okay. It went into Glurk, which is fantastic news for me. Manaphy's very scary for me. But I think I have to pick up... Yeah, I think I pick up the kill of Melmetal here. Just outright. No, I think I... Oh, no, wait, it won't protect this turn. Okay, we'll do close combat here. Gets me to +2 Earthquake. I think Redwood will have a Manaphy Scald, which is the scary move, but I think I'll go into Glurk here. It does trigger Soul Heart. I actually forgot about that by killing an ally Pokemon. Not Redwood. Okay, that's fine. Now, what I'm hoping, and I don't know this for absolute certain, because it's Diance's the last Pokemon, and now... Oh, we've got Staraptor left as well. I think +2 Earthquake will kill both. You know what? I'm going to quickly check. Just to make sure. How do I do the simulation of double battle? I guess... So on a +2 Earthquake, it does about 73 to Manaphy, but it'll do less because it's single... Sorry, it's double target, not single target. What are you... Health-wise, you at? Oh, it's going to be close. I've actually not killed Manaphy here. But if I don't kill the Manaphy, Staraptor probably will kill the Manaphy, is the positive, because Manaphy doesn't have spread moves. I have to make sure that Diancie dies. So, Mega Diancie has a defense boost because the game's fair. It's 192% damage into Diancie. I think even if I don't pick up the kill of Manaphy, Staraptor will. And it won't protect because it's a flying type Pokemon. Select the right move, dummy. I've never encountered Trick Room either. This might be the actually, if this is the last turn of Trick Room and I don't kill Manaphy, the world ends. Manaphy lived, and it triggered Citrus Berry, which I actually completely forgot about as well. Come on, Staraptor. Nice. Nice. Okay, we win this battle without using Haze and only using bugs, and I could only bring 3 my Pokemon, and I even kept one of Jax's Pokemon alive. That's how kind I am. Alright, blow. End the world this, end the world that, you know. Oh, I've come up for a sad upbringing and all this. Can I just get my item and open the raid den, please? That's what I'm really here for. Alright, the fuzz are here. Please arrest him this time. Don't let him out to get in this stupid blooming dungeon. So I have to go through a stupid puzzle to solve it, to get into a raid den, to complete a quest that I kind of regret doing at this point. Oh yeah, I saved my mother as well. I guess that's like a positive. Jax, I never want to ever see you ever again. The game, knowing how bullshit this battle was, just auto-saves the game for you. Let's go, my father's proud of me. By the way, I can't skip through this. It's actually automated, in case you're wondering why I'm not just like matching the A button. No, don't go home. I want the ball behind me. Ah, you fool. I can't believe it. Oh, wait, is it triggering the credits again? Have I completed the post game? Can I just be done with this here? Oh, I guess that's how you trigger the post game credits, by beating that glove. All right, let me just speed through this. You know, I just realized I actually have to do another battle. I just remembered, because the raid den doesn't open just because I did that. The Pokemon that, as a reward for Akla's arrest, your mission log's been updated. The locations of available missions in Boris area are now visible. Additionally, new game plus has been unlocked. Let's go. And a mission complete. I didn't even know that was a mission. I'll take it. Can I have this? Primaremium Z? Not what I was expecting. And one red card. Very nice. I'm not sure I actually had one, so I'll take it. Okay, is the goddamn stupid Pokemon here that I need to goddamn stupid fight? So I can open the raid den. Because that's what I did all this for. Wasn't rescuing Mum. It's just so I can get the what is it called now? Is Den the Last of Us? I can't remember what it's called. But I just want to do that quest. Alright, I have to fight, I think it's not Marini. What is it? Toxapex. I think we have to fight Toxapex now, so let me get some Pokemon appropriate for Toxapex. Actually, that's why I had you two in now that I think about it. Alright, Dingle, I'm going to put you back in the box. One day we'll see you again. Probably not today, though. Who do I grab in the short term? I will grab... Sure, I'll grab you. Thunder Snow. You're only level 75, but we'll make it work. Alright. Galvantula's in. Right. Fly me back here. So now, hopefully, I go here, 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 down. Fuck. Click the wrong button because I'm dumb. I'm trying to speed up. Go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. He's here. My boy is here. And if I beat this guy, the raid den will open, I think. Let me save the game as well in case I need to come back. And you know what? I'll create a save state as well in case everything catches fire. Toxapex pumps itself full of poisonous fluids to increase its size. Same. Okay, didn't really think about the ordering of my Pokemon, but that's okay. I have like no good moves here. You know what? Just sucker punch it, I guess. And I guess you are going to just do a little earthquake and then kill my partner. Sure, that seems fine. Retrospectively, I should have thought about this battle as well. You're right. Damn it. This Pokemon normally, like, for fuck's sake. Oh, he's not attacking me. Normally I have this Pokemon with a ice move on it as well. I wouldn't mind setting up Hail right now just to get rid of the water boost from rain. Now I think about it, oh no, wait. I don't know, yeah, I can do a rock move. That might be the smart one, but like... It feels a bit of a waste to use my Gigantamax now on something that's so low health and toxic, but... I'm potentially dead. It's fine. I'll think of something smarter. We'll just let these guys go down. Wow, it's doing toxic again. What a waste. I'll take it. Genesect's got an ice move. That's the winner's choice. Okay, we need to get to Genesect. Alright, Genesect, where are you? Here you are. Special? Nice, special attack, just what I wanted. We're going to do Gigantamax Ice Beam to set Hail up so we can get rid of the rain. You are going to... You're going to do a little Rock Slide. I do want you to perish, I think, at this point. I don't really want you to hit... Genesect, because it actually hits for neutral damage, which is quite a lot, actually. So we get Hail up. Rock Slide! Always fantastic. Thank you, Rock Slide. My opponent uses guaranteed flinch. Always hits, never misses. I use it. I missed 2 out of my 3 attempts. I did get a flinch, though, so... I guess I can't complain too much. I just realized I should have done that. I should have used it on you instead, because the whole point... By the way, in case you're wondering why I've got a Durant here, if you Gigantamax Durant, G-Max moves can't miss. And its ability is Hustle, and Hustle means that your moves have lower accuracy, but they gain more power, which means in Gigantamax mode, this thing gets the boost from Hustle, but with none of the downsides, so it's actually quite a good Gigantamax Pokemon. Unfortunately, I have Gigantamax, so we're just going to have to deal with Hustle as Hustle. Also, none of your other moves are actually pretty good here. We'll use Strike. And you know what? Time to dig. Dig strats. I actually forgot you had Dig as well. I don't know if I've actually looked at your moveset, to be honest with you, Durant. I suspect you can learn Earthquake, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can't learn Earthquake. Either way, Genesect solos. It's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Nice! My genius Durant went under the sea, question mark. Under the sea floor is what he did. And it pops up, and bam! Alright, we should have speed advantage for most of the rest of this now. How well do you take this Durant? Durant. Oh my god, doesn't take it well at all. Okay. Good to know. This thing is max attack now. It actually is going to kill me. Because this is lethal. And because of the fun way this mechanic all works, I'm not going to have to kill it in 2 hits, I think, with my Pokemon that I've got left. It doesn't matter. It's just over. Unless Psychic kills from here, which I don't think it will do, even with, like, everything else dropped, I think I'm screwed because it'll get 2 attacks off and kill me. Maybe it will actually kill. Hang on a minute. Maybe this is good enough. Maybe it's perfect. Yes, let's go. Okay, we were definitely dead if we let it attack me again, though. Alright, we beat Toxapex. Slight sadness now. I need to go heal my Pokemon again because... Oh, someone has let half his team die. So let me go heal my Pokemon. And you know what? I'm actually going to be really smart here. I'm just going to change, like, half the party. And we'll have a party that is able to beat Raid Dens. Also, I actually do need a Fire-type Pokemon. So sorry, Galvantula. I know you just were, like, the hero there, but I actually should bring in a better Electric type if I'm going to bring one, which is actually Lightning Storm. You can come. I'm going to forget to Dynamax here if I'm going to be honest with you, so I'll put you back in the box. Gerard. Nice to see you. Cosmos can come out. Honestly, Buzzwole can come out as well. I'm probably not going to do any more Trick Room shenanigans now, so... instead, I'll bring Pheromosa, which is faster and more fragile. Where is Pheromosa? Oh, I know where Pheromosa is. Actually, we're going to bring out Heracross instead. Change the plans. I've got a party, by the way, right now of presets which are good in the Battlefront here. So I've put them in their own box. Okay, so I've done Fire type, I've done Electric, I've done Water. Would like Grass, but the Grass types in the book category are not fantastic. Last one I can bring... I'll bring you. So let me change the thing properly. You are actually now Vikavolt. You know what? Fuck it. Durant has like no love this playthrough. I would say Genesect has a lot of love, but I think Durant in particular. Like, who uses Durant, right? Let's give Durant some time in the sun. I'll use that as my Steel Bug. So Durant stays in. Buzzwole has gone out. It's now Heracross. It does feel kind of bad with this, like, this bug team is one of the things I'm going to say. That, like, 3 of my better bugs are Heracross, Pheromosa, and Buzzwole. All bug fighting, all have 4 times weakness to flying type moves. It makes life a little bit awkward, but I'm trying to deal with it. By the way, off camera, I've also been doing some other things. Like, I've been trying to get the memories from that captain. Because, let's be real, I get to get 1 of the memories once per day. And it's a 1 in 16, right? Or is it 1 in 18? No, 1 in 18. 1 in 18 chance of getting the memory that I want. So, I thought rather than putting everyone through, like, 18 days of me just going like, oh, it's not here. I'm just doing it myself off camera. I've not got the bug one yet, though, for Silverly. I'm also not quite sure if I'm going to count Silverly as, like, a bug-type Pokemon. Same with Arceus, because, you know, you can get Bug Plate and all of that to get it to be a bug-type. Or is Cleavor the last bug-type? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. You should probably hold something, to be honest with you. Do I have an expert belt? I'll just give you an expert belt. One nice thing about doing raid battles and all this, though, is I've got so many battle items now, it's actually kind of crazy. Anyway, finally, without further ado, I can do the raid battle here, which I've been desiring to do for so goddamn long. Oh, also, if you're wondering why my money situation is really bad right now, also off camera, I just bought a bunch of healing items. Excuse me? Oh, is that Manaphy? I'm glad I also got a bit of, like, clay off camera, so I could do this. In fact, I'm convinced the game's trolled me on camera sometimes recently. I tried doing that knockoff light clay strat, and I got light clay of my first 6 ball tie, I got all 3 light clay, so I think I just got really unlucky one time. Alright, it's... I forgot what your name is. I'm actually catchy, because you're kind of like dopey, not dopey, that's not the right word. I think you're kind of cool looking, but like in a kind of like a weak way. And I kind of respect that. Relicant, that's your name. I'll bring this guy, I'll definitely remember not to, although I say this, I do want to Dynamax you as well. And I'll bring Leaf Brief, we all need experience here. Definitely should bring Heracross though, because he's got a grass type move. Alright, just raw thunders, I guess. Alright, has rock moves. That's right. I should probably not throw this battle. Thankfully, I hit my raw thunder. And I got the paralysis. Okay, actually, Lightning Storm, you've done some wonderful work for me. I doubt we're getting this off. Yeah, just send it. If we protect, we still take the damage, like, equal to quarter of the amount of damage it would have taken, which would kill me anyway. So we just hope it misses or doesn't target me. I forgot I paralyzed it, it's now slower than me. That paralysis actually maybe has changed this battle between me losing it and winning it. I don't know why I didn't consider the rock-type Pokemon would have a rock-type move, but I didn't consider it. Alright. You lived, Light Storm? I mean, yes, you lived. Yes, Lightning Storm, I'm glad you lived. Alright, maybe we're fine. Maybe we don't need to worry about it. Hit 3 thunders in a row, which is actually insane. Alright, there goes to the paralysis. You did good though. You did good. And yeah, keep doing recoil damage to yourself. I love it. Alright, we're gonna Mega Evolve Rapids so I can, like, you know, get around Hustle. And Dig becomes Max Quake, which is better than Dig. I actually think Dig is your best ground type move now that I think about it. I think I actually looked this up, or like I checked it. Because I was going to try and use you versus the Scientist, that Electivire, and I wanted the ground type move, but I don't think you learn Earthquake. And your strongest move is Dig. But it doesn't matter in, you know, G-Max world. Alright, we win. I'll do you a solid. I'll catch you. I'll give you a Premier Ball as well. You don't deserve it because you're not a bug, but I kind of just like that you look... I mean, you do actually look kind of ancient. Alright, never mind, I won't catch you. I actually didn't know you could fail the catch event there. But as I said, it's not a bug, so I legitimately couldn't care less. By the way, oh my god, I fucked up. I fucked up so badly. I thought for a second, like, in the periphery, that they were cells. Well, okay, -3 light clay. That's okay. Although I say that, I actually need it still, so maybe it's not okay. Can I fly out of here? Nope. Can't. I have to resurface. We can do that. This means there is one final location I need to unlock. I need to unlock Victory Road. Now, part of the problem with unlocking Victory Road is actually, I said I'd find a guide for it. I've not exactly found the best guide for it. What I can say, and I've got like another screen up somewhere, and it says on this like other screen, basically find the lava room. I think there's a lava room somewhere in here, and it's basically just, you know, go in the lava room and solve the puzzle, and then that solves everything. Don't know where the lava room is, but it can't be that hard to find, right? Let me just solve this in reverse, which should be easier. Oh, interesting. I missed an item here. My bad. Actually, was there anything else I missed on this mountain? I wasn't really paying attention the first time. I missed Dragon Claw, which I think is kind of worthless because none of my books are dragons, sadly. Alright, full restore. Nice. I like them. Yeah, my bad. I missed all that junk. Did I miss this junk as well? I did. Oh my god, I was really not paying attention when I came up through Victory Road last time. There might be battles left as well that I think about it. Did I fight you? Oh, I fought you. Did I fight you? Nope. Alright. Do you not know who you're talking to? I saved the continent twice. I'm your Pokemon League champion. I'm trying to find a lava puzzle. Can you tell me where the lava puzzle is, please? That's all I want to know now. Alright, Darmanitan in the hail. I don't have great moves here. I'll Leech Fang you. You have Flare Blitz, although it is neutral damage here. Give him the sock. Oh, baby, that's good. And then, the piece de resistance, Sucker Punch him. God, Sucker Punch is such a corny move. I love it. Bear Tick. Time to give him the suck again. Wait, why did you lose some of your HP? Wait, have you got Life Orb? Or is it an ability? I wasn't paying attention. I think we should give you another suck off. Oh, see you later. Bliss is your last... What a weird last Pokemon. Bliss is your last Pokemon. Blissey... I was going to say, aren't you really special defensive, but not at all physically? Well, I've basically... I was going to say, I basically got a free Sucker Punch here, but it's no longer free. I'll just Poison Jab you. Alright, you did damage me. I don't think the hail would have killed. And I thought you might try and do a status move. Whatever. And then finally, Beartick's back. Chops my throat. Lost some HP. It's not Life Orb, it's an ability. What's the ability it's using? Okay. You know what, for science. What is it? Beartick. I kind of hate Beartick. Well, not Beartick. I don't like Cubchoo as a Pokemon. I think it looks really stupid. Oh, maybe it is an item. Maybe it is Life Orb. I thought it said Life Orb particularly, like, caused you to lose health. Rather than just you lost health. Probably should use my healing items as well, since I just bought, like, a ton of them. Alright, anyone... Holla if you see a lava room. I'm going to assume it's back, like, at the very beginning. Because there's a puzzle at the very, very beginning of the game where I solved it, but I don't know what I solved because it didn't really do anything. I assume now I can do something with that, maybe, question mark. Oh. Really? Did I miss this item? I missed a nugget? Crazy. You can stay here for now. I'll worry about you later. I don't think it's like a lava room. I will say hello again. I'll deal with you later as well. So it's either in here or the next room. They are the only options now. It has to be that starting room. It has to be in here. Yeah, okay. I don't think those rock climb things are there on the left side, normally. I think that'll be the direction I'm going in. There might be a quest here as well. Just quickly check for a second. Ah, maybe there's not. I mean, there is a quest in here, but I don't know how you start it. So I won't worry about it just yet. Hey, I think I found the lava room. Oh. I thought you were going to tell me, like, oh, it's the lava room. You have to solve the 5 pressure pad puzzles to unlock the rate. You think you just start beating the shit out of me? Fair enough. Alright, Tarantrum. Do I have my super powered steel type scissor right now just to one-shot it like I did in the Elite Four battle? No. We'll give him a liquidation. This is gonna hurt. I lived. Oh my god, that's some serious recoil damage. Oh my, well actually I can sucker punch you. Please don't heal, you nerd. Thank you. Riptide is actually kind of popping off right now. You've earned yourself a max potion. So yeah, I'm pretty certain that there's the puzzle. As in like the tablet. Oh, you have to do it in a certain order? I didn't know that. Alright, well that's kind of annoying. Do you tell me at least? Move like a clock. Finish in the center. Alright. So what was wrong with me doing that one first? I guess I have to find out the one I'm doing first and then go clockwise from there. Wait, it says move like a clock. That's not clockwards motion. Alright, I see the riddle, I guess? Question mark. Are you the right one this time? I think you're actually the right one. Puzzle solving master, ladies and gentlemen. Homomium Z, sadly not a bug type, and inside the raid den is... Oh, it's Turtonator, right? That actually is a bit annoying for me to deal with, but we'll see what we can do. I haven't been in an issue with dragons, because the only bug fairy is Rabombe, and bug has a weakness to fire. And then the other one is ice types, but ice has a weakness to fire as well, so, you know. I have, like, some issues dealing with dragons with my bugs. I'm probably not going to bring Rapids. It must be Riptide, right? Probably Riptide, Heracross, Reef, but I don't love that. I'll try it. Okay, Turtonator is such a weird looking Pokemon, I kind of like it. I feel like you're a Pokemon that doesn't like a Pokemon, you're like a fake mon. But I kind of like that you're actually an official Pokemon. Oh, I actually should say with like Pokemon, as of like today, 5 more Mega Evolutions were revealed today, and actually one other one between the previous part and this one. Mega Myanmar was... Baladmar, sorry, was... Is it called Baladmar? I can't remember what it's called. The squid looking one. That was released... The theory and the logic behind it, like the lore of that Pokemon, 10 out of 10. The idea that it mind controls its trainer if it, you know, it doesn't like what it's trying to do, fantastic. Big thumbs up. I like the idea of that. This weird mind flayer Pokemon, very cool. And design-wise, I think it's pretty good as well. I'm actually very for it. 10 out of 10. Mega Raichu, 2 forms have been shown off. Very positive that. I really like them as well. I think they're really well designed. And then the 3, it's Kalos starters, right? It's Greninja. Well, not Greninja. No. Yeah, Greninja, not Froakie. Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut, all of them, fantastic. I especially do like the Greninja, though. It just kind of looks goofy. I think Delphox probably is the coolest looking of them, but, like, for goofiness factor, Greninja, 10 out of 10. Love it. Which actually, again, begs the question, actually, since the original Dragonite, I think they've all been fantastic reveals for the Mega Evolutions, which makes me wonder why they started with Dragonite. I think Dragonite's, like, maybe the worst one they've ever done. And they led with it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I guess it just didn't quite fit the pattern of the rest of them, but I would have led with, like, Malamar. That one looked really, really, really cool. Also, I think before I just do this battle, let me just quickly take a quick bio break. YouTube, I'll just pause for you, so give me a second. Alright, apologies, YouTube. Let's knock this out now. We've many hours have gone into trying to do this raid den stuff. Let us finally do it. Let's beat Turtonator and win the game. I don't know if we can set up raid inside of a volcano or whatever this is, a lava room. Resident Evil 4's lava room. I'll try to, though. Cool. Rock Blast, misses. I am 23 levels higher, so you'd think we'd be fine. I can set up raid in the lava room, which is great news. You have weak armor. That means your defense is dropping, but your speed's going up. I don't really care about that. That is your defense is going down even further. But your attack's going up as well, right? And speed. Yeah, okay, that I do care a bit more. Live. Oh, it's fine. I will say, I'm gonna have to keep doing the geyser now because I'm trying to, like, offset the sun. Oh, you're faster than me now? Okay, that's not surprising. How do you take this goal? I'm jolly dressed. Not quite as well. They've given up on using Rock Blast now. It's like, oh, we'll do Brick Break instead if you don't mind. Alright, I'm going to speed through this a little bit because the raid battles honestly just take fucking too long. And I'm going to spam basically the same move the entire battle. If I start dying, I'll try and figure out what's going on, but... Alright, here's me starting to do the die. One of the other reasons I bring Mega Heracross often to these things is because Mega Heracross can Mega Evolve as well as Dynamax, so I get to, like, do 2 transformations at once, which is pretty powerful. I probably should have led with the Heracross, though, to be fair. Because I think it actually is going to get outsped now. I just one-shot. We'll see. Not Heracross. No! I doubt Heracross is living this. Turtonator, don't kill me. Alright, turns out the speed stat increase is not, you know, irrelevant. It's actually very relevant. I'll be back in a second. God damn these guys. It's a really awkward raid den to get back to as well. Alright, Turtonator, fire-type Pokemon. That's going to boost its stats. I always forget which G-Max thing is attack drop. Fuck, I hate G-Max. It's so shit as a mechanic. I'm so glad it's not in the game anymore. Although it's probably going to come back in with Champion at some point. How do you lower attack? Wait, it's not G-Max. D-Max? I can't remember what it is. Also, why do you call Dynamax and Gigantamax? They're two goddamn similar concepts for something that's basically the same but has like a slight nuance. Max moves. Sorry, that's what I wanted to find. What's the one that's lowering your attack stat? Is Dragon. Okay, I thought it was something like fruity. Dragon is one I can't realistically do. So, let's not worry about that. I kind of don't know what to do other than use these guys. I guess I can lead with the Heracross this time. I'm just trying to, like, chunk him down. Or I can bring Centiskorch. That might be the winner's choice, actually. Because Centiskorch can resist the max flare, although it will just die to something else. Actually, this Turtonator is a bit of a problem. How do I kill this thing? Like, it just scales out of control now. Maybe I'll try and bring Heatran. Heatran? Heatran. See what it can do. I'm gonna lead with you. I'll bring you. And while it's trying to set up, we'll use Heracross so it doesn't just go one-shot this time. Alright, we hit the Rock Blast, which feels pretty good. I am triggering weak armor 800 times, but maybe that's fine. Maybe that's the true counter to this guy. Just send his defense to 0. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage I just took. Okay, this is the winner's choice. For fuck's sake, I hate the rate that battle thing. Alright, we do die. But that's fine, he's done his job. Basically halved his health. Heatran doesn't care about this. We go into Riptide. Riptide is now going to Gigantamax. Turn the weather into rain, reduce fire damage, and we should be golden. Because, yeah, with Max Strike as well, it can't really get through a Steel type that easily. It's also slow as well. Like, the mechanics feel like they don't quite make sense to me. It's all, like, a bit... It just feels a little bit like, not Pokemon-y. Anyway, we win. I'm not going to catch you, Turtonator. Might have already caught one anyway. So, right. Sadly, for this quest, I have to do all the raid dens in a day. So I apologize for this. I'm going to have to go and do all the raid dens in a day. Let me go fly off somewhere. Also, my bar on the left is wrong. People are going to be cross with me. What have I got wrong right now? Orbeetle's not here. Scolipede should be here. Apologies. Okay, so let's do this all together now. We do this raid then. And remember as well, the other reason why I'm doing the raid dens is to get Cleavelaw, because I can only get Black Augurite from the Scyther event on the last raid den. And if I do all the raid dens, I might get Wishing Well pieces, so... You know, this might all come together and solve two problems at the same time. One is self-inflicted, though. I guess all of it's self-inflicted now that I think about it, but... I'll bring Heatran for this battle. You can come as well. You know what? You can come, and you can come. I think Heracross is going to win this battle. So level 77, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to blast it. So again, I'm going to speed through this. If we get a harder one, maybe I'll slow it down. But for 23 levels, you know, insane type advantage. I'm just going to speed through. Like, look at this. Like, how's this fun? How's anyone enjoyed this? You know? I basically just spammed the same move over and over again until, like, it died. And it just had, like, infinite health. I think giving anything infinite health in a game is normally, like, a recipe for disaster, right? Like, how's that ever going to be fun? Just making something longer? Gold bottle cap, quite useful. So thanks, Avalugg. I'll take your gold bottle cap to the bank. Okay, so that's theoretically 3 raid dens down, correct? Then... Oh, I've done your quest as well. I've read all the Braille things. I actually forgot about that. Actually very useful. Look at this progress. Alright, Crobat. Don't think you're gonna like this. I'm gonna pray that you don't have a fly type, even though I'm 99.99% certain you do. We'll go with something like this. You're a level 80, which is a bit scary, but... honestly, I'm just gonna speed through it again. Rock Blast should do some big damage if I hit it. Of course, no, it doesn't because of, you know, raid battle mechanics. You do have a fly type move, but fortunately did not target the Heracross, which would have just instantly fallen over. Alright, he just attacked me 3 times in a row, which, again, I don't really get why you attack me 3 times in a row. I kind of think that's not very fair. But, sure, you do you. You cheat if you have to. Alright, we're going to abuse, again, the Hustle. The Hustle mechanic is Durant. And I'm just going to speed through it, because this Pokemon resists basically everything it can do. Can you fuck off and just perish, please, in the game? Thank you. I don't know what your shit's about. Why are you here? Are you the guy that came from Cube Corp? I think he's the guy that came from Cube Corp. Sure, you can live there now for the rest of your life. We're gonna heal. We're gonna run up to this raid then. It's God himself, Bibarel. You're not gonna like this guy. You're not gonna like this guy that much. And honestly, you probably don't care about the last guy. We can send anyone, but I'll send you. It's level 83, Bibarel. I'm hoping it doesn't matter, but sometimes, you know, looks can be deceiving. I will say on this raid, sometimes there's a Kingler here. That can actually, like, fuck, honestly. It only does sword stance and just, like, gets an insane amount of attack and just one-shots everything. So I'll put a bit of respect on Bibarel's name and try and see what he's actually up to right now. Other than getting desperate instantaneously. Okay, so Max Strike's going to lower my speed, right? Okay, that I just don't care about. Oh, it's got Moody, so its defense went up. Special defense dropped. That's really annoying. It's like the actual perfect counter to what I'm doing right now. It could not have got a better Moody buff, in fact. Okay, it's going to raise his attack. That's more scary than it's got Knuckle. Attack went up. Speed fell. Oh my god, this thing is getting like insane Moody boosts right now. Fortunately, none of my strategies have ever had to involve Moody because no bug gets it, but if I do this with other typings, and you know, like normal, for example, which might be the only type that gets Moody, I can't remember now. It would be really painful if I needed to get like a specific Moody boost for like a battle to be viable. Alright, Heracross drops. I didn't see that, but attack went down. I think it was attack, defense up, attack down, which is like kind of like a sidestep maneuver. I guess I'll go for this, but I think it's more physical focus, so I could be wrong. I don't think this is really helping me. Either way, it's Duran, so I kind of have to do this because of hustle reasons. Alright, we win this. Alright, God is down. Very good. Alright. Next place to fly to is actually, I normally do it as Crater Town, and then I do a loop back up through the north. I've done this so often now, I've got my own little route for it. Yeah, just keep the repel on all times. I don't know if there is infinite repel in this game. If there is, you should get it earlier. It's such a nice quality of life thing. Let's pick the Dark type gym leader against this Psychic type Pokemon. This thing is not living for long. Actually, my perfect Pokemon to fight against right now, pure Psychic, and I have a team of Bugs, and a team of Dark type Pokemon. Probably should have brought Heracross now that I think about it to the Psychic type, so I think it legitimately doesn't matter. I'm almost tempted just to send it. Yeah, okay, I'm just speeding through this. We're going to destroy this guy. Just use Trick Room, I think. Or use one of the rooms. I assume Trick, because Wonder Room and Magic Room are like, Alright, this is the Pokemon I should have led with, because it like resists Psychic as well as doing super effect damage into Psychic. Alright, we win. Choice Specs, always nice to get. I'll put that next to the other like 8 Choice Specs I've got back at home. Those are villains, we're getting close to the point where I'm actually going to humor getting them. Alright, then we come back up through here. And there's a raid den in the cave. And by cave, I mean volcano. Really? A volcano is just a spicy cave, right? It's the same thing. Colossal. We probably want a water-type Pokemon. I have to be aware, though, this Gastrodon has Storm Drain, so if I bring a water-type Pokemon, it's going to suck up all my water-type moves. So I'm actually going to lead with you instead. I'll bring Onsen and I'll bring Riptide. But I probably won't use Riptide until Gastrodon dies. Oh, it's level 54, never mind. This battle's free. Speed through it. I have a 46 level advantage on you. Yeah, even like hitting with fire type moves doesn't matter. Alright. Very free. Then we dig out to come back to here, which is fine because I want to come this way. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Take the shortcut around the volcano. Get a free heal here. Raid Den, also here. Normally bug-type Pokemon. It's a not bug-type Pokemon. That's fine. I will hit you with T-Tar. Bring a water-type Pokemon to work. Bring this guy, bring this guy. Again, we have got such a large level difference, I'm just going to send it. With speed. Just send a water-type move into it, you're 4 times weak to water, you're not going to have a good time. Next raid then, in the forest. The spooky forest. Again, not a bug, it's a ghost this time. We'll bring T-Tar. I'll lead with you because you've got a dark-type move. I'll bring Durant with me, and I'll bring you with me. Sorry, Durant, I'm not going to Mega Evolve you. My bad, I forgot about this. But again, we're so much higher in levels that we don't really care. Next, fly back to the spooky cave. The not spooky cave, sorry, the crater town. Then come here, because I believe I have to do this as well. So let's go fight Diancie. I should, even with my faux pas before, have enough light clays to get into here. Kill Diancie. Durant should actually just, like, fuck here, because they're 4 times weak to steel. Also, they're 49 levels lower than me. But for the stupid raid mechanic, I would have probably just, like, done 10,000% of its health damage in that one attack, but thanks to the fun and interactive raid mechanic, I didn't one-shot you. I actually had to, like, 4-shot you. Alright, another raid battle, just down. Next one, in this cave. By the way, this item respawns, in case you're wondering why I'm not getting it. It's actually a bug in the game. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like these two items both respawn. One of them's like the root herb or something like that, and it's, I don't know, absorb root or something. Either way, it respawns, so it's just not worth getting it. I could get infinite of them, but like the worth basically nothing, so it's like, who cares? Don't worry about it. I should be able to kill my Heracross there. Again, massive level difference, you'll have to see it. Bonk it on the head. I guess it's hard not to bonk this thing on the head. It is legitimately just a head. We win. Next. Up the ladder on the bicycle. Again, and out. And we are going to take the raid den. You know what? I'm going to take a... No, I won't. Let's take this one first. There's 2 on this side I want to take, but I might lose it. And if I lose it, I have to do a pretty big run back. But that's fine. Ariados is not a real Pokemon. I've been trying to make this Pokemon work, and it's not real, so don't worry about it. It can't hurt you. Its stats are just too bad. It's really cool looking. I like the idea of it. So it's got Merciless, so it does like critical hits on poison Pokemon, but it's just like... It's so hard to like make this whole thing work when Pokemon, you know, can fly, they can levitate, they can be steel types. By the way, when I say it's hard to make it work, because you really want to set up toxic spikes, right? Or any layer of toxic spikes. But it's just so hard to do it that it just doesn't quite work. So yeah, so far, like, I keep thinking, like, Ariados is like one of the few bug Pokemon I've not using any strategy so far. Surely somewhere I can think of using Ariados or something, and I've just not had a solution yet to using Ariados, sadly. Also, Toxic Spike's Poison-type Pokemon can strip the Toxic Spike, so it's just really hard to get them to work right now. And sadly, things like, oh fuck, what's it called in Gen 9? Oh my god, my brain has actually just shut off for a second. That rock poison type thing, what does that thing learn? It learns AoE poison, basically. That's not in this game. Which does a small bit of damage. It's basically Rapid Spin, but with poison on it as well. I forgot completely what it's called, and the Pokemon, which is, like, extremely not useful. It'll come to me later, maybe, possibly, probably not. Who knows? Yeah, it's gone. Oh, Glimora! It's come back again. At the 11th hour, it's back to remind me. I don't remember the move, though. Alright. I don't know why I'm, like, humoring this. I know you're level 89, but you're still in Ariados, like... And I'm just spamming one button over and over again. Next on the list. This one over here. Slowbro, Poison Psychic. I will just bring with me this guy. Probably should bring you because you resist both. Well, you're immune to poison, but you resist psychic. I guess I'll bring you, and then finally, I'll just bring you. Probably something smart you could do there, but the level difference means it doesn't matter. That's fine. We'll crunch you. I say it's fine. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It legitimately doesn't matter. The boost doesn't really help me because we're both physical attackers, but again, the level gap is too big. Now, after this, we do a little fly again. I'm going to fly to this thing. Come out of it. And there is a raid den here. That's Eradicate. You're 4 times weak to fighting damage. I think we're going to be bringing my fighting type Pokemon. Fortunately, I PP max my close combat again on Heracross, so... I have enough PP for this. Another one down. Do a little bit more flying. We'll fly here. I'm actually going to take a heal this time. There is a healer here. And the next battle is inside the cave. Normally Ice, Dark, or Steel. It's Steel Ground. We will be bringing with us our fighting type Pokemon. I'll bring you. I'll bring you. I will bring you. I actually probably shouldn't do this because I think I would prefer the defense drop, but whatever. It's probably good enough. Again, it's 45 level difference, so who cares? And honestly, right now, I don't really care about what I get from the raids. I just want to kill them, so give me the lower level raids. I'm perfectly happy with this. Right, dig out, fly out, up the mountain. I'm just going to take the heal every time I can now, so I don't get screwed by, like, PP or health issues. Down the mountain, I go. Hop over a wall. This way, this way, this way, this way. Up, down, right, down. Won't get an encounter because I got rare candy. Not rare candy. One of them on Max Repels into here. Won't like this guy. I'll bring this guy. I'll bring this guy. I'll bring this guy. I'm actually not going to Dynamax. I might need my other Pokemon because they could hit me with a really big rock move and I'm a bug, so let's be careful. Its shields go down. Alright, Turned out I didn't need to do anything. It's actually unbelievably weak. Next, fly down here. The Pokemon that comes in this rarity den is probably the first one I'm like vaguely scared of. It can be pretty bad. If this is like Barraskewda with the like guaranteed rain, it's actually quite annoying to deal with. It's not. I'll still bring a fire type Pokemon because you are like your only weakness is fire and you're 4 times weak to it. Even in the rain, it's still like 2 times ish. So it's worth doing. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. I don't think I can overwrite the rain in this area. I think it's like locked rain all time. We'll see. Maybe I can set up the sun. Oh, it's showing the sun setup. Maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm wrong. There are some areas, like I know the inside of the volcano raid battle, you can't turn the weather from like sunny, I guess. Like if you turn it up raining in a volcano, like God says no. Alright, but well, this thing's like giga dead then. An assault vest to add to my Simpsons like wardrobe at this point of assault vests. Fuck. Oh well. I accidentally said no to the max repel. Ah well. Get out of my way, nerd. Another raid battle. Oh, this thing can actually be pretty spooky. I should be fine because it's recommended level 67, but I forgot what it is now. It's got like it's got like Defiant or something, and when you get outside of its like armor, like it loses stats, which Defiant means like it gets them or something, or it's got Contra or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it works, but it's something around that. When like you strip the armor off, it gets like an insane attack boost. But as I said, my level is so high, it probably doesn't matter. I'll see if it does it. Yeah, it's got Defiant. So, like, it's got a really, really high attack stat now. It's like +5 attack or something, but I don't think it's going to matter. Also, it's kind of trolling by not using attacking moves. But yeah, it's... Okay, it's actually 3 levels higher than that thing. I was going to say, if it hits me, I think it would actually noticeable damage. But whatever. It's over. When I was doing the raid battles when I wasn't level 100, that was actually a pretty awkward battle sometimes. Even with like 4 times super effective damage, sometimes I struggled. Okay, let's go this way, this way. This one I normally am is free. It's going to be probably free again. I don't remember if any of you got a steel type move. I guess I'll bring you because I know you have poison type moves. You have a steel move, obviously, and we'll just bring some random guys. We shouldn't need anything but Durant. And Durant is getting very close to being level 100, so getting some experience rewards for this as well. Not a complete waste of everyone's time, right? We're completing a quest and getting experience. That being said, I could just use one of my 300 rare candies and just pump it up to 100. That's fine. I could save a rare candy. I could save maybe 1 rare candy doing it this way. Anyway, there's a raid battle in here. This can be awkward, but actually I'm happy with getting Mashana because you can get Dream Mist from this thing, which is actually very useful to get, so I'm thankful for getting you. Normally I want to bring... Oh, you're a Psychic type. I always think you're a Ghost type, but you're not, so we're actually like... We're kind of cooking, actually. Probably should have brought Scolipede, but it won't come to Scolipede. Because Durant will kill you. I lower your best stat special attack. I'm also a steel type, so I take like no damage from you. I'm also 40-something levels higher than you, and I've got super effective damage. Basically, your worst nightmare. We're going to fly out of here back to the same place I just was before, do a quick heal again while in here. Then we're going to get on our bike and come to the next raid den, which is in here. Snubble, you don't want any of this right now. Alright, it's Lycanroc. I guess I'll bring a ground type Pokemon. Again, I can bring like the usual pretenders. primary stat is attacking stat, so raising my defense means you're not going to hurt me. You're 20 levels lower than me, and I'm doing super effective damage. Basically, this battle's over. Next, fly to Dahara. The next battle I'm going to do can actually be really, really hard. It depends what we get in there. There's a... Is it called Silicubra? I always forget what the evolution of that is. Is that the first form? I can't remember. But either way, that Cobra in its evolved form, especially its Gigantamax form, it has some really troll strategies. It basically minimizes, and it makes it impossible to hit it effectively. Hopefully it's not that. That's fine. I don't know if you've got any, like, bullshit strategies that I need to be worried about. I know Volcarona. Heat Shredder is, like, 4 times weak to ground, but the fighting type behind hopefully will, like, pick up the mantle and kill this thing with me. I think we are going to bring you, and you. Alright, we'll do X-Scissor. The special attack drop probably doesn't matter here, but the damage is, like, nice. Heatran's down, but I expected Heatran to go down. It's my physical attacking friend now. He's gone. Nice to see him. Aegislash was actually the Pokemon I thought you were going to bring out next. I guess because of the dark typing, that's slightly concerned about it. Holy shit, this thing's got... I think this thing's got, like, several attack boosts. I think we've actually lost here. We've lost. Okay, hang on a sec. You know, I'll just send it back. But I'll bring someone different this time. Honestly, the partner Pokemon here are actually all incredibly annoying. I guess I'll bring you as a Bug-type Pokemon. I'll lead with Heracross. I'll bring you, and I'll bring you. Let's use Bullet Seed for now. And then, like, we'll address issues later. I just need to deny doing Moxie. That's fine. Don't care if you lower that guy's attack. Oh wait, yeah, of course I get it as well. I forgot about that. Oh, used Infestation. Okay, that's fine. So that's your best move, it's your best move. Either way, it's still stripping off the barrier. We both strip off our barrier one, you know, pad leg at a time. Alright, this should be decent damage finally. Until the armor thing comes back up again and denies me doing damage. Okay, now triggering Moxie sadly, so we might get just obliterated in a second, we'll see. In my world, I should strip off armor every single time it hits it. It should be like the ultimate counter to Crocodile. Alright, I might just speed through this now. I was going to say, I think we've won it at this point. I didn't let it have like a +4 Moxie boost this time. Alright, next raid then. We are approaching the ones, though, that are really hard. I wouldn't say this one was, though. This one's normally quite free. I think this should be fine. Although, actually, hang on a sec. That thing normally has chlorophyll, so maybe I should have put the sun up. Oh, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Just don't get hit by confusion, forehead. I don't know what it's doing, but, like, it's doing nothing, and I'm kind of on board with this. In fact, all that's happening right now is the grassy terrain is just healing me back up again. Are you just stalling out the raid battle? Is that what you're doing? Wait, hang on a sec. I can't use this, right? Is that my issue right now? Hang on a sec. Just slow... Wait, no, do this. I think you can't use certain moves in raid battles. I think that might be one of them. I can't remember now. Like, you can't use knockoff, I think, in a raid battle for some weird reason. Whatever. I may have made that harder than it should have been. Alright, next. Fly down to Antithesis. Partially so I can use my favorite healing guy where he charges you for healing. I kind of like the hustle. Then we go into Thundercat Mountain. And there's a raid battle. As we found out, possibly this episode now that I think about it, how I've done this. But, you know, for the Twitch viewers, about a week ago. Raid battle here. Pinch urchin, I laugh. Alright, special defense here, probably not completely worth this. I'm just going to speed through this. You have got water-type moves, but that's only going to be a problem for the Gulak. Not an issue for the Durant. That's an issue for the Durant, though. You just one-shot it. Alright, I respect that. That's some pretty good damage. Unironically, I probably shouldn't just Earthquake by Magna's own partner here. Oh, it's using acupressure. I see what it's doing. We should be fine still, but it's closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, he must have got an evasion stat from acupressure. How did he just dodge close? Whatever, he's dead. How did he dodge close combat there? That is the problem for like just speeding through the entirety of the text, right? I can't see the like evasion ups or the attack ups and stuff. I just sort of like I have to like kind of like see based on how fast the bar is going down, how bad the situation is, but sometimes the bar just instantly goes down in one, in which case like I've kind of missed the window of not getting destroyed by the guy. Throw is not a real Pokemon. I don't care about this Pokemon at all. We'll raise our defensive stat. It's a level 51 as well, so this is just irrelevant. Basically can't hurt Gyarados anyway. And you gave me like no rewards. Right, the next raid den we're going to is the one on this route. I think it's 17. This raid den actually is the scariest one. This is the one where, depending on what the Pokemon is, if it's a level 6 Salamence, we could actually be in problems here. This could be like the territory of, can we actually do this? Because it's really, really hard to kill with bugs. Obviously, the flying type Pokemon is a dragon type as well. And it basically just one-shots everything. It also gets aerolite, like, because it's going to do a Mega Evolve. Okay, it's not. We're completely fine then. Alumais does not have the same level of, like, threat at all. But the Salamence has Giga Threat on it. Okay, that's all done. Funnily enough, I should have done... There's another raid den here. I actually completely forgot while I was here to get it. So let me just quickly grab it. There's one inside this place as well, so let's do this. I'll bring you guys. Sure, why not? Sorry, Ganos. I'm going to put you in the sun. Just don't use a water move. Alright, it's using a water move. That's fine. Alright, bronze on down. Next one here. And once we've done this one, I think we've done everything on the west side of the map. We just need to do the stuff on the east side. That probably is a reasonable shout. I think you're a reasonable shout. I think you're a very reasonable shout. Yeah, why not bring you along as well for the ride? I'll just bash you with close combat if you don't mind. It just gained like 3 stat boosts and I'm slightly concerned what caused it. But that's fine, we'll just like plow through. Ground type moves are your big weakness here. So we'll use Durant now in G-Max mode or D-Max mode, I forget which, to kill you. I'm so close. Right, next is here. And there's one in the bog. The secret one where it's like, We don't have the official, like, you know, design of it here, because, you know, it didn't work for whatever reason. So we put a sign here saying that it's here. There's no darkness here. Just a sign saying, click here, buddy. Ground steel. I'll bring a fire type. I'll bring a fire type. I'll bring you. I'll bring you. I think ground would be better, actually, now that I think about it, but whatever. Stunfisk, I don't really see as an offensive Pokemon, so I'm just going to plow through it. Give me a bottle cap. I do like bottle caps. Right, next one in Crystal Peak. I do have to remember to turn the puzzle. Otherwise, I can't get there. So I need to turn the blue off for a second. Which lets me get down here. And now we need to go turn the blue off again. Or on. Then it's round here, this way, this way, this way, that way, this way, and up. Don't any fairies here. I guess maybe I'll try and get Haxorus into this, but I don't love it. I actually kind of don't love all of this. I might have to bring a different Pokemon for this, because I don't have any of my Pokemon with Ice-type moves here. I guess I'll bring you as the lead. I'll bring you as another one. And I guess I'll try and get poison through you. But dragon type resisting, you know, fire, grass, water, electric is pretty annoying. I think you're a physical attacker, right? So I'm going to just spam Iron Heads to get my defense up. You are only level 52 now that I look at it, so we should be fine. And if Match Geyser is your best move, okay, Whirlwind's probably a bit better. We're completely fine. Yeah, alright, nothing to worry about. Right, let me out. I think we've got 2 left now. There's 1 here. And then finally the Cube Cup one, which, again, we want it to be a Scyther, remember? And then, please don't tell me I've missed one, because I don't know what it is if I've missed it. I feel like I've done them all. Sorry, I thought that was like... I thought in the bottom of my screen I saw Groudon. It's like, why is Groudon in the rain? That doesn't make any sense. More likely to be, you know, Kyogre or Rayquaza. Alright, it's a Miltank. We'll bring the Ghost Steel type, which should be pretty good here. We'll beat the crap out of it. Alright. Finally, Cube Corp. Be a Scyther. You're close to a Scyther, but you're kind of missing the sharp bits. Hopefully you have a Rock-type move and obliterate this thing. You do have a Rock-type move, you can obliterate this thing. We'll bring these guys. We won't need the 3rd Pokemon. I probably won't need the 2nd, to be realistic. Holy shit, that's actually a lot of damage. Maybe Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer? It is a slow and insidious killer. Alright. Surely, though, that you live through this, right? It is normally a physical attack, so raising my defense is worthwhile. Oh, use Victory Dance twice. Bold strat, sir. Anyway. Didn't get my Scyther, so, you know, let's go throw some wishing pieces into here. Look, even extra wishing pieces. Don't worry, I won't put you through that again. I have a little secret, actually. Off camera, I've been grinding the raid dens out every single day for the last week. And last night, I finally achieved it. I got a Scyther. I've seen every other Pokemon. I think I said there was like 22 in there. More than twice. Some I think maybe only twice, but more than twice for every single other one. And finally, I got it. I may have also ordered stuff again. But I've got Black Org right now, so I can evolve a Scyther into a Cleaver. Maybe if I'm like very hot on it, I'll put it on the end of the video or something, but it's literally me sat in silence, like grinding something out, and I get the Scyther, I get the Black Org right, and I'm like, yes! But not actually yes, because, you know, there were other people working in my office at the time. So actually I just type on the board, like, yes, in, like, pure silence. So maybe I'll stick that on the end of this video. We'll see. Just in case you don't believe me. Why do you think I cheated at this point, considering all the other stuff that I've clearly done manually on camera? I don't know, but just in case someone doesn't believe me and thinks I cheated it in, I didn't. I actually have got a cipher. Anyway, let me just quickly go to a place that has a Pokemon Center, and we can get what I think is actually the last true Pokemon. Maybe you count Silverly and fucking Arceus as a bug-type Pokemon. I don't really count it. Albeit, I might, just for laughs and giggles, use Silverly with a bug memory if I get it. And same with Arceus and the bug plate if I get it. Where's this Scyther? So I've had this Fern Forest in my box for quite some time now. The intention was always that Fern Forest would become Cleavor. At least I'm doing the evolution on camera though. You get the sweet music. And ladies and gentlemen, we have all of the bugs, which are actually bugs by default. We've caught them all, we've seen them all, we've used a lot of them. Not Cricketune though, we've not used Cricketune or Ariados. But other than that, we've used basically all of them. Your moveset I will sort out at some point, but it's probably not going to be this. But in case you're wondering what this thing normally does, yeah, so this Pokemon has the ability Sheer Force. Sheer Force means you get, I think it's a 30% damage bonus on any move that has a secondary effect, but you don't get the secondary effect. So you basically try and fill this Pokemon with secondary effect moves that get, like, boosted damage. It's kind of like an Grug Pokemon. I've also clearly not sorted out its stats yet because its nature is special attack focused, not attack focused, which is probably not... Normally you don't make your Cleavor modest, so I'll sort out his nature. You know what, I'll quickly do it as I do the outro, because we'll end it here since YouTube is going to get like an additional bit stuck onto it, Twitch. So apologies, a bit of a shorter one for the Pokemon on stream. We'll just quickly change the nature, and then we'll call it there. Fern Forest. I think normally just Adamant, right? Bog standard Adamant. Alright, YouTube, thanks for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps me out. And next time, I don't know, we'll pick up the thread of another quest. Maybe I'll be smart and breed together a bunch of Ice-type Frostmoths so I can do the quest where that guy got kidnapped. And then maybe I'll try and look into the Electivire quest again and set up a party to do that. Maybe we'll try and knock them both out in the same episode. Or unless, like, it's impossibly hard. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!